we are here for round 19 of season 2 of Formula 1 2019, and round 19, you know what that means, it's the Circuit of the Americas, or COTA if you want to sound cool, which I gotta admit I need to try and sound a bit cooler. My goodness me. Anyway, yeah, so we're here in America. Then there's 3 rounds to go. There's only a maximum of 78 points up for grabs now, and it's officially down to 5 drivers who can become the season 2 ALR champion. And I gotta say, it's quite tight up at the top, I must say. Really, I gotta say, from a neutral point of view, I'm absolutely loving this. I really am. From a driver's point of view, I bet you that none of them are loving it. And also, Emerson threw a spanner in the works last week, didn't he? Because he's going to be missing Brazil. And so that is huge implementations. No, is that right? Don't know. Basically, that might have a massive knock-on effect of the standards there. But let's quickly go through it, shall we? And of course, before I may sound a bit down tonight because now it's 104 days until Australia kicks off in F1 2020. Oh, I hate the winter. It's going to be a bit yeah, it's going to be a bit sad. Well, I do enjoy the winter because I'm allowed to go out without sunscreen on, but yeah, apart from that, there's no F1. Goodness me, what am I going to do on my Sundays? And ALR is finishing in a couple of weeks as well, so yeah, oh dear, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself on Sundays now. Anyway, enough about me and how my personal life on Sundays. We'll have to start to watch football or something, which I'm trying to avoid at the moment. Every time I watch football, Liverpool usually lose. That's why they're winning this year, because I haven't actually watched them at all. Anyway, enough about the football, or soccer, as they like to say over in the Americas. It is time. Let's go through the championship, shall we? And of course, at the moment, Emerson is top of the standings on 209 points. An incredible tally, isn't it? But 13 points back is Grant T. And I got to say, potentially the championship challenge is between them two, isn't it? We have all in third position is John Cox on 47 points back, with Murphy 62 points back, and then Farf, who's the outside bet and potentially could be in this championship run tonight on 77 points back, with only 78 points up for grabs. I think that I think it might be the end of Farf's run tonight, which is a shame because he started off the season so well, wasn't he? He had 2 wins out of 2 in Australia and Bahrain. He was flying, wasn't he? And he was very consistent at the beginning of the season, but it's all tailed off, hasn't it? Which has been a big shame there from Farf. We'll go for the rest of the championship in a minute, but let's take a look at the map, the track map, shall we, which is sat on your screens right now. Because we are in Austin, Texas, a beautiful part of Texas, isn't it? It's the music capital of the world, isn't it? Austin, Texas. 20 turns around here. It's quite an elongated circuit, isn't it? 5.5 kilometers long with 3.4 miles long. And we're expecting some quite fast times this year. Well, the last year's quality time around here was non-existent because it's the first time that ALR has actually been in Austin. So yeah, so we're gonna have a new lap record tonight. Absolutely great stuff. I love a good record. Yeah, no drivers. We haven't got anything to really base ourselves on. But I gotta say though, there has been a lot of races around here this week, hasn't there? And I gotta say, John Cox on Thursday. It was Thursday. Well, flying it, a 31 straight away in Q1. His Q3 session didn't go too well, but he still got pole position nonetheless. But I got to say that was an absolutely cracking time on Thursday, of course, for the IRC league. So yeah, the question is though, there's different drivers in this league though, isn't there? So it's all up for grabs. And I got to say, hold on to your hats, everyone. What is it? I think is it a Stenson, isn't it? Where where it's like a cowboy hat. Yeah. So hold on to your cowboy hats, everyone, because this is going to be fantastic stuff indeed. Continuing off with the driver standards, Nigel had an incredible drive in Mexico a week ago. Unfortunately, is out of the championship, and the defending champion he's no longer champion. So we're going to have a new ALR champion. But Nigel, I got to say, missing the first 3 races, he's done fantastically well, hasn't he, to accumulate those points. Exile has done a brilliant job in 7th position. 124 points back, but he's on 85 points. It's Mr. Consistency. Fisher, of course, made his debut halfway through the season this season. He's on 68 points. Then Brandon, I called him Brendan on Friday. It's Brandon. He's on 57 points. 52 points for Farshot, who's missing again today, so he's going to be dropping down the down the championship. Of course, Brandon moving up into 9th position. Twang, who had a very good start to the season, of course, missed most of the season, but he's on 47 points at the moment. He's moved up to 11th position. Mr. Elite has missed the last few races, unfortunately, so he is dropping. He's dropped down to 12th position. 13th position, we are Stringy on 28 points. 23 points for Laggy. 17 points for Gooner. Grillsy, who is delayed at the moment, is on 14 with Maxi also on 14 as well. Maxi was meant to be driving tonight, but he has got a football, I think. Roscoe, he had a cracking driving mix as well. Unfortunately, he didn't get his just rewards in the end. Crazy Hitman on 8 points. 7 points for Steve. Sam 3, Gamer 2, and Chucky making his return last week on 1 point. Talking of which, we've got to say a huge congratulations to Steve, who has got engaged to a significant other. So it's great stuff for Steve. Yeah, and of course he went on holiday. Of course, I think he's back in. I think he's back in the saddle this week, isn't he? Steve is. So yeah, congratulations, Steve. Absolutely fantastic stuff indeed. And yes, good luck with all the future and stuff. So brilliant stuff indeed. Anyway, I've completely. Sorry guys, I completely ignored the comments whilst I've been waffling away. I love a waffle. But let's just take a look. John Cox, good evening, Sean. I've been practicing like a madman. Indeed he has. Jonathan has still got a chance, hasn't he, of this title, hasn't he? But he must not be outscored by 6 points from Emerson. I think that is my quick maths tonight. It might be completely wrong, but John Cox must not be outscored by Emerson by more than 6 points. Otherwise, he is out of the title picture. So, and I think Murphy's got an even bigger challenge as well, because he's 62 points back, and there will only be 52 points up for grabs. As Laggy has joined a bit late there. I don't think he's going to be available in quali, unfortunately. So that is a shame. So that's a shame now for Laggy then. So we've got 18 cars then in the Q1 session. Yeah, so Murphy needs to get that tally under to at least 52 points or under, really, to keep himself in the title hunt going into Brazil in a week's time. And of course, with Emerson missing, then as long as you're still in it to win it, that's well, it's all up for grabs, isn't it? To be honest, I'd love to see. This is why I shouldn't read comments, you see, because Murphy's really thrown me off now. As he's just said that Nosey to win. Well, I don't think Nosey's even in the field, is he? I don't think he has, unless he's stuck in the back door. I don't think he has. Nope, he's not stuck in the back door at all, because Nosey is going to be whispering in my ear through this session to make sure that just to keep me straight and narrow and Laggy is left for session then. So you know, well, to be honest, he was late, and we're running late anyway. We're 6 minutes behind schedule, which isn't good for me, because I need my beauty sleep, and a lot of it as well. Anyway, go back to the comments then, shall we? Of course, we got Christian, aka Silent, who's now aka Chris Spams R2. I'm just going to call him Chris, to be honest, and I'm trying to work out what kind of game that is. I reckon that must be Call of Duty. And if it's the kind of Call of Duty player I am, I spray and pray as well. So there's nothing wrong with that. And here comes Echo making his debut tonight. Echo is, of course, Echo. I love the helmet as well. That was absolutely cracking helmet. Of course, Echo filling in for Mr. Elite, and it's great to have you along, Echo. And of course, he's also subscribed to the channel, which is brilliant stuff. It gets me more money. I ain't being paid yet, but hopefully Nosey might just slip a tenner in my bank at the end of the season for a bonus for being a good boy. Echo then is on track at the moment then, and it's great to have Echo along with us, and hopefully this is the start of what could be a very successful ALR campaign. And so really looking forward to see what Echo could do then. Also out of track is Brandon as well in the Renault. Going back to the comments, we've got Broke Gorilla saying good evening, Sean. Good luck to all drivers, and he's thrown Jonathan for pole and the race win. Then Laggy, first race here with a wheel. I don't know if you've heard this already. Yes, I have. Laggy's also said hi as well. We've also got Xander saying let's go, and we've got Brandon going yo. We've also got Xander saying I hope I can get pole, but it isn't easy. Of course, it's never easy, is it? Never easy with the caliber of driver. It's brilliant stuff indeed. We've also got Tristan, come on Jonathan, hashtag Team Cox. We've also got Johnny saying, of course, Jonathan is my Ted Kravitz. And I got to say, that's one thing I'm going to miss about F1 in the winter, is I don't see Ted Kravitz now either. I hope he's all the races next season, because that's one thing that really broke me actually this season, is I'm a big Ted Kravitz fan. I love him. Anyway, but yeah, John Cox is my Ted Kravitz, and he says, as it stands at the moment, it's a dry quali and race. And we've also got Brighton saying, come on Gamer, and indeed it is. Of course, Gamer in the Red Bull tonight. Of course, Gamer has had a couple of races for us this season, hasn't he? which is probably an understatement of the year. But yeah, Gamer has had 3 races for us now, hasn't he? And I got to say, his qualifying performance has been fantastic. He's not been out-qualified by a teammate yet. Gamer hasn't. That is an incredible stat, isn't it? Of course, his first race didn't end too well as the 2 Belgians come together in Singapore. But I think Gamer lost it, and unfortunately, Laggy was at the wrong place at the wrong time. At the moment, I don't even know where Laggy is at the moment. I wonder if he's just trying to get his steering wheel set up. Here comes Echo then coming into turn 10, then accelerating away down the long back straight. There are 2 DRS zones around here. Austin, of course, one on the start-finish straight and one coming down into turn 11 then. And you can see we've got a lovely hot summer's day here, and absolutely brilliant. It's absolutely hot, isn't it? We'll say put another shrimp on the barbie, isn't it? Wait, that's probably Australia, isn't it? But yes, they do love a bit of barbecue down here, don't they? I certainly love barbecue. Oof, I do indeed. So as we're just watching Echo there, he's just coming into turn 18 now. Of course, it was profiled after Bahrain. Of course, the Bahrain. It was profiled after the Turkish Grand Prix. The 2 and Laggy's back in as well. The turn 8, which is absolutely a mighty turn, wasn't it? One of the best turns ever on the calendar at that time. I'd love to see the classic tracks maybe for F1 2020 as Echo goes fast on a 33 there. Very good start here for Echo. Wow, impressive stuff indeed there from the debutant there. Really throwing the gauntlet down, so that's good. That's very good stuff indeed. Brandon goes at second fastest on a 32.1 then in the Renault. These times are hot and furious at the moment, aren't they? Who else is out there at the moment? We've also got Granty then. He is just starting his lap then, and he is coming up to turn 1 now. Look at this, very reminiscent of Austria, but more extreme, isn't it? How steep that hill is going into turn 1 before it drops down and into turn 2. We've also got William there saying I have to study for a biology test for tomorrow, so I don't know if I can set a lap in quali. So is oh yeah, so I remember those days when I was studying for tests. John, it's a test for me to go up in the mornings these days, so I'm kind of hitting the old man region now. And there's yellow flag free. Don't worry about that. It's just people just queuing to get themselves going. We've also got Laggy saying sorry for swearing. Why? I don't think I heard you swear there, Laggy. I wonder if there's a problem with his steering wheel at the moment, because remember Laggy's debuting the steering wheel. Here comes Granty then as he's coming down the back straight. He's just overtaking his teammate. Renault, I would say, has the strongest team, or they did have, because I think the Racing Point have a very strong team now with Jonathan and Twang. I remember that in Mexico as well, the teammates of the 2 championship protagonists did they were kind of interfering in the championship, weren't they? Because I think Twang got 3rd in the end, didn't he, or 4th? So really, yeah. So he really helped take points off Emerson, didn't he, for Jonathan? And I think Brandon also did as well, if my memory serves me, which it doesn't. Anyway, coming around the final corner then, Granty is second fastest at the moment. He is 6/10 of a second off his teammate Granty is at the moment. And yeah, that's the first time now. Here comes Murphy. He's very good on 1 lap, isn't he? Farfair, who's got problems with his internet at the moment. Yeah, don't talk about the internet, but that's what I've done all week long. Gamer has gone 3rd fast moment on a 33.3 as well. These are good times. Here comes Stringer, comes across the line. I don't think that's a good time if it was around one of the more if it was I'm not even sure if it's a good time around Belgium either, really. Murphy there is just coming through the final sector. Here comes Farfair around turn 18 then, and you can see then now coming into turn 19. Turn 19 can be a very difficult corner. I think I've got to say it's a very difficult corner off camber. It's really frustrating here. Here comes Farfair. I think that today might be the official day where we lose Far from the title picture, unfortunately. He's done a 33.7 then. What about Murphy coming across the line? He is 4th in the championship. He's had a good season. He's had a quality season, and that's a good old lap as well from Murphy as well. 32 then, right off the bat. Brilliant. Here comes Twang then, and he is coming in, and that's Brandon behind us. Got a lot of people in the pit still. And there's a Twang there, as in Valley is Thomas going to go around again, and Jonathan there is now let's go on board there, and Jonathan, he is coming down into turn 11 now. The British Italian driver, car 25, and he's on the back straight as well. And of course he is 3rd in the championship. I've got to be honest, I'm going to be talking about the championship an awful lot in this today, because we are now getting into squeaky bum time, aren't we, in terms of the championship action, isn't it? And New F1 has retired from the session. He is happy with his time. Let's just hope there aren't much in terms of the track evolution. And I think Laggy's gone a bit wild in the comments, hasn't he? I've looked down this for 12 or 4 or 5. Practice for hours, then Wi-Fi breaks down 1 second, and all gone. He hates it. He hates it. Laggy there, not. I think we've got a couple of people having issues with the Wi-Fi tonight, haven't we? On board, Jonathan. I hope he doesn't have so much luck either. And he is now around the final turn. Then Jonathan is, and he goes into fastest on a 31.8. Then replicating his time from Thursday. He is very quick around here, isn't he? That is exactly what he needs to do. Jonathan is. Remember, Grant, he had a good race win that last week. Of course, Jonathan would have finished second if it wasn't for the penalties, but of course, I think that it's going to be very. The yellow flag free there. There's a Sam there, just on the side left moment. We've still got a lot of people in the pits there with 9 minutes to go in this session. I got to say, I reckon they must be getting their lunch or something. And into the pits comes Twang then, so Twang is back in the pits then. And he's in the wall. I'm not sure if he went in the wall there. He's done his best David Coulthard impression there and gone into the wall. Oh dear. So Twang there just. I'm just having a bit of a problem coming into the bits then. Echo, of course, our newest member, our newest subscriber, and making his debut today. Now, I tell you what, he's done a very good job so far in 8th position. And he said, hello, thank you for letting me race tonight. No problem at all, Echo. It's great to have you along with us. I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do then in this race then. So yeah, it's great to have Echo along with us, and hopefully, as I said earlier on in the show, I'm hoping it's the start of a very strong ALR career. We've also got Laggy saying, if my race is bad, I'm... Oh dear. Laggy there is just feeling a bit stressed out there at the moment. Here comes Emerson, then we'll keep an eye on Emerson as well, but we're also going to keep an eye on Sam at the moment. Then here he is in the Mercedes. He made his debut on one of the most difficult tracks in the ALR calendar, and that is Monaco. And I got to say, I think that since then, though, he's become an absolutely incredible driver, hasn't he? Of course, then he has changed his driving style as well this season. He's one of the more improved drivers this season, hasn't he? Of course, he is now not using full traction control, which he has gained in his pace on average. This is over all the circuits he's got a bit wide there. He has gained 1 to 3 seconds in all circuits, which is an incredible leap forward, isn't it? Really. A lot of teams would absolutely bite your arm off if you get that. Is a yellow flag in 1 then? So just saying, let's see who is on the bench there. It doesn't look like anyone. Anyway, yeah, coming back then, here comes Sam around the front corner, turn 20 out of 20. Whoa! And I tell you what, he looks like he was on a ball there, wasn't he? He invalidated up though. Here comes Emerson, and here is the championship leader. Of course, then he has made his debut in Azerbaijan this year. This is his first ever league he's raced in as well, and he is phenomenal. He is 4th fastest road. He is in front of his nearest championship rival at the moment of Granty, but he is behind Murphy and Jonathan. Fisher there is on track now. He's coming down the back straight at the moment. Sam is cruising at the moment, so Sam is going to just and Silent, who is now Chris, is in the pits then. So Chris, of course, Silent there, of course, the winner of the Chinese Grand Prix. Remember, he raced in a couple of races in season 1. I think he raced in 2-3 races, didn't he? And then he came back. He made a return in fantastic style. And won that race so brilliant. Well, unfortunately though, his consistency is the thing he needs to just work on. I'm looking forward to what this man can do next season. I've got to say, he's this season's been more of a building block, hasn't it, for next season. Fisher comes around the final corner, and he's gone 3rd fast in the moment. And again, he has now slotted himself in the 3rd position. Fisher has. Yeah, look forward to see what Fisher can do next season. Really strong driver indeed, isn't he? Sam there is just getting out of the way at the moment, so I'm going to flick back to Exile. Of course, Exile, a very consistent driver, isn't he? I think he's had a fantastic season, Exile has. He really has. He's got on the radar in some races, but his never say die attitude in Baku earlier this year was brilliant. Really brilliant indeed then from Exile. And he's coming down the back straight now in the Toro Rosso. Toro Rosso were leading the constructors for a very long period of time with Exile's consistency. Exile knows his consistency was really good. And Roscoe Stefan and Karn has also done a very good job for Toro Rosso. But of course, with the Renault gaining the likes of Brandon, and also Racing Point gaining the likes of Twang as well, that's really propelled those 2 teams, haven't they, up to the top 2 in the constructors. We'll go through the constructors as well in a minute, which not a lot of people might not be interested in, but I love a good constructors. So I got to. So we're going to go through that in a minute as well. But before we do, let's just take a look and see what Exo's doing. This is the final corner now. He's round deployment. He puts DRS and he goes third. He goes onto a 33-4 there, and he's in 10th position at the moment. Then for Exo, I've got to say these times are fantastic. Sam's having another go as well. Twang is also on track, and Nigel is as well on track as it stands. We're going to keep an eye on one of the most experienced drivers in ALR is Twang, and he is in the racing points at the moment. And he's coming around turn 18 then, as it stands then. And what's he go? And now he's coming into turn 19, a very horrible corner, isn't it? That's the time course of Twang. This is his 14th start in ALR this race. So and he comes around the final corner and he goes onto a 33 there, 33.5. And I can't say these times are so close, isn't he? I thought he was going to jump up higher than that, but he hasn't at the moment. Sam there is out of problem again. And Nigel is also on track. Here comes Gunnar. Gunnar's usually one of the first men out, but not today in his lovely green helmet there Gunnar has. There was a bit of a joke earlier on about money to go to the doctor with that green helmet, but nope. Of course, he has represented his Irish colours beautifully well, hasn't he? And I got to say, he's also the captain of the Irish team, isn't he? For the World Cup, upcoming World Cup. So of course he's the best. He's probably the best Irish captain since Roy Keane, and he comes now on the back straight and taking 2 bites of the cherry there, isn't he? As he's getting into turn 12. As I have missed a lot of comments again, haven't I? Blimey, I need to sort myself out. We got to Brandon saying if USA treats me well, I'm happy. I'm a happy man. Twang said awesome first 2 runs. Lol. We've also got Grant saying hello Sean, enjoy the quality and the race. Sober man this week but very tired. I'm not sure if that's a good or bad thing actually, because Granty was phenomenal last week, wasn't he? He had a bit of alcohol fueled performance last week, didn't he? He was mighty. I can't say he was the fastest man in Mexico, wasn't he? Really, let's just say it was a sobering experience for the guys behind him. It really was. It was impressive stuff from obviously that's his best drive of ALR to date, and what time to do it, where it's really becoming a bit very tense, isn't it? Here comes William then, who is in the Williams then, as he is. So he's a late as Laggy's left the session, and he is a late entry then, the Williams driver in. So he's coming around the final turn now, and then now he's starting to stop. You see, he compromised the final turn to get a good slingshot then coming up into turn 1. We've got Laggy saying he wants to cry. So frustrating, it really is. Hopefully he can get himself sorted. Bryden saying, come on Gamer. Of course we haven't seen much of Gamer yet, have we? Gamer's still in the pits at the moment. He's done 1 run and he's well in safety at the moment. Safe zone at the moment. Jonathan is half of his lap. Well, he should be. He's only in the 31s at the moment. Decent time indeed. And Laggy is very disappointed at the moment. That's all I can say. We've also got Sander saying this track is difficult. Brandon saying cough cough, North Korea is better than SMH. What's it, SMH? I don't know. And we've also got the Norway Gamer going wow. So we're now watching William then coming down the back straight in the Williams. Both Williamses are near the bottom. Steve needs to come out of the pits. Steve is not. I don't think Steve's going to get out of the pits in time, which means we've already lost. A driver. And that's a shame too if we lose Steve. That really is. Jonathan's retired from the session then. So Brandon retired quite a long time ago. Drag Evolution then is. I got to say, Drag Evolution is quite steep around here, but those times were just so on the money straight away. It was impressive stuff indeed, wasn't it? William there is just coming around the turn 17 then, and now into turn 18. So we've got Nigel who needs to set a lap time. Sam needs to set a lap as well, and so does William then. So William there is just harvesting. He needs to go again. This is his last chance. William is. We're keeping on William because Nigel, the defending champion, who will not be champion for season 2, but as we heard in the interviews, he wants a full season next season to come back and attempt to recapture the cloud. And I've learned something today. Brandon said, "Shake my head." I think that's what I said. Wow, I didn't know that. I've always just kind of, when people have said that, said that to me, I've just gone lol. So yeah, all brilliant stuff. I've added that to I'm up to my vocabulary of you know, being down with the cool kids. Oh, William is gone. William is out of qualifying, and that is it. And Grant is retired from the session as well. So we've already lost William. We've lost Steve as well. So it's a battle between Nigel, Sam, and Gunnar, who's also in the pits as well. This is going to get very tasty indeed. Then as they come down the back straight. So Nigel is on the back straight now. We've got Sam, who has started a lap as well. And so yeah, Sam has also started off as well. So unfortunately for William, he is out of qualifying. That is a major blow there for the Williams driver. And yeah, stepping in at the very last minute, William did. So that's a big blow. And you know, it's a big blow there for William. So he's coming from the back of the field. Hopefully Laggy can get himself sorted out as well, and he will be in 19th. And then 20th on the grid is the returning Bowden. Of course, if everyone remembers, Bowden, a very strong driver. I tell you what, robust in his defending, he really is. I gotta say, one of the best races you'll ever see is Bar 8 earlier this season. Murphy's retired from the session as well. He was incredible, wasn't he? I don't think Nosey will agree though, because he kind of knocked Nosey out the way. So Nigel goes 9th fast then, so he's through, he's safe. But who is else going to be safe? We're on board with Sam then. This is it for Sam. It's all or nothing. He needs a 34-0 to make it through into Q3. Good. I tell you what, Farf is very close there too. There's a lot of big names that are out of position at the moment. Echo's done a great job, hasn't he, to start? He has thrown himself right up in the mix, hasn't he, Echo? That's very impressive stuff indeed. And now Sam coming through, turn 18 then. What is his time then? What is he going to do? Lovely shot. Look at that tower. Beautiful. And here he comes. Lovely indeed. And now, oh, he's got wide. Is that it? Is that it for Sam? We'll find out in a minute, because I'm up with track extensions. This is the last corner. And he flicks it. Oh, and he's almost. Oh, and he does it. He's just missed out there by 200ths of a second there between himself and Gunnar. Sam is out of qualifying in the Mercedes. But my goodness me, he was so close then to making it through to Q2. What a shame there for Sam. Steve did, both Williamses are 17th and 18th. So that's a shame there for the Williams team. And Sam there just missing out on Q2 then. Very close indeed. Which means it's a very good day there for the Irish and Gunnar. So I think he's happy with himself there in the McLaren in 15th position then for Gunnar. And he would be very happy. He's going to be a very happy bunny about that, isn't he? Here comes Exile, then coming through the final couple of corners now. Then, and you see keeping himself well within track limits. Final corner then for Exile. He comes around, DRS enabled, and where does he improve? He stays in a 12th position in the end. So that's the end of Q1. I gotta say, that was a very interesting Q1, isn't it? So we have lost William, Steve, and Sam are all out of qualified, unfortunately, and just about stayed in. It was Gunnar. My goodness, we've also got Farf and Twang right down there. Incredible stuff. Gamer looking very on it as well in 10th position. Nicely done. Gamer is first outing for the Red Bull team. Very good indeed. So just taking a look at some of the comments in this video there. There's a lot of negativity in the comments. I think it's because the Formula 1's finished on it for until 2020. My goodness me. But William says I did the best lap ever I did on this track, and then invalidated the last corner. Oh dear. We've also got Twine saying disgusting driving from myself. And we've also got Gamer saying P10 is it's good for me at Q1. It definitely is indeed. Remember, Gamer had a very good qualifying session, didn't he? Where was it? I think it was Japan, wasn't it? Japan or Russia was really impressive indeed. So then, as we finish Q1 at the moment, Jonathan there has got a 3/10 of a second gap over Brandon, who is second. That is a mighty big gap here at this stage of the session. It really is. The championship leader Emerson is 6/10 of a second back at the moment, but he is in front of his closest championship rival, Grant at the moment. How much do you read into these times? I wouldn't say too much at all. No time for William there. He was so close. He had a very good lap there, but unfortunately validated. Steve, who didn't come out the pits end, so I'm wondering if So I'm wondering what Steve's up to over there. Well, it might just not like qualifying. And of course, Sam there, just a whisker off missing it through. 200ths of a second off Gunnar's timing, which would have put him through because Gunnar was sitting in the pits then. So Gunnar was confident of his time, wasn't he? So as we go into Q2, then this is where it's going to get really good in the next couple of minutes. Then as Twang has just said, don't laugh. Yeah, I just like the fact that you said disgusting driving. And also we got Chris saying, just call me silent, I'm changing it tomorrow. So Christian who spams R2 is just going to be called silent again. So I gotta say, I quite like the Chris spams R2. It did make me chuckle. Anyway, then you can see then we're getting Q2 now. Then this is we got 15 minutes of more quali action, and we got all sorts of variants of tires out there, aren't we? course, in terms of qualifying poles at the moment, is very much Murphy is the man on top at the moment with 3 pole positions to his name. He's had a fantastic season for pole positions, hasn't he, Murphy? I think his best one, which he probably reminds everyone quite I'd say on a weekly basis, is of course Germany. I've got to say that was probably the lap of the season, wasn't it? It was incredible. The way he was walking on water was amazing in Germany, really was. As you've got Echo out there again, and he's on the medium compound tyre in the Alfa Romeo. But then we've got to Jonathan, who got a pole position last time out in Mexico. We've also got Granty on 1, Brandon on 1, Farshot on 1, Emerson on 1, and Fisher also on 1 as well. The other Silent Shifting has 2 pole positions to his name this season, and of course Knowlesy is the other man with 2 pole positions as well. So yeah, pole position really, it's I don't think pole position's been that important this season. That's a bit like in the actual Formula 1, really, which is good to see, isn't it, really? Because that means there's better racing, isn't there? Here comes Echo then, as he is now on his outlap at the moment. Let's just take a quick look at the Constructors' Championship, shall we? And in the Constructors, Renault are now starting to build quite a big gap then. They can't win the Constructors today, but they could potentially win it in Brazil in a week's time. The gap is, well, they're on at 291 points. Mercedes on 700 points or something like that. That just shows their domination this season. Renault on 291 points. 66 points in front of Haas at the moment. Haas will have Bowden, and they'll have 2 drivers this week of Emerson, who's been ever present because he drove for McLaren, didn't he, in his debut, and then he then jumped to Haas, didn't he, from Spain ever since, and he's really shown that strong promise for that team as well, hasn't he, Emerson has. Of course, Bowden will be flying the flag for Haas as well. Haas in their home Grand Prix here tonight. Yellow flag in 3. Just I think it's just Jonathan just slowing down. And so 66 points back is Haas. They're on 225. 116 points for Toro Rosso. They were the former Constructors leaders, but not anymore. They have dropped down and 75 points back. Racing Point have got a strong team now, and they are really strong, and they 83 points back at the moment. I wonder how far they can get. Ferrari have moved themselves up to 5th. They had a bit of a difficult start this season, but really good team with Laggy and Dan Murphy. Very good indeed. Alfa Romeo are in 6th position. We're watching Echo, who is flying the flag for Alfa Romeo. They're on 182 points. Red Bull, the Constructors champions from last year, of course, had a strong driver with Nigel and, of course, Jochen at the beginning of the season. While Red Bull was really, I think they had 10, 11 wins last season, didn't they, Red Bull? They're very strong indeed. Then we've got Mercedes, who is now in 8th position. Williams in 9th, and McLaren are in 10th position at the moment. And Echo has made a mistake there, and he is backed off, unfortunately, then. Twang then is still on it at the moment in the Racing Point, as and he's coming down the back straight as well. Then Twang is, I don't think Twang has ever had a pole position in his career, has he? But he was very close. He went on track in Bahrain, didn't he? But unfortunately penalties put paid to Twang getting his first ever race win, which was such a shame, wasn't it? But of course Favre didn't mind, did he? He won that race. He won that race in the Red Bull, because Favre has got 3 wins, 3 career wins to stay now, but Bahrain feels like such a long way away, and today might be the day where we officially say goodbye to Favre in the championship fight, which is a shame really, because as we said, Favre was amazing in the first half of the season. He really was. His consistency was incredible. Here comes Twang, and he's going to be the first man to throw the gauntlet down. He's done a 34.8 on hard tyres, remember, so that's not too bad time there for the hard tyres, because the Delta is quite big around here. Here comes Murphy. He's throwing on set of soft straight away, isn't he? So he is not hanging about. Here comes car 14. He's stolen the number off of Fernando Alonso, or did Fernando Alonso steal it off Murphy? I don't know. Well, it doesn't matter because he's in the pit. Brandon goes on a 33.4 there. Of course, that's a second and a half in front of Twang. He's on the medium tyres. Brandon is then. And going into turn 1 then. What about Emerson? Emerson is of course, Emerson. There's a lot of emphasis on the Emerson, Granty, Jonathan, Murphy, and Favre tonight, isn't there? As we're down to 5, we might be down to 4 by the end of tonight. Emerson does a 33.7 then. Emerson, I think, I got to say, Emerson's qualifying is not his strongest suit, is it? As Silent goes at second fastest at the moment, the man who spams R2, and I think he needs to spam R2 to get a quick lap around here, and he's doing a good job there. 33.6 there for Silent at the moment, as he flies through the. Can he get his third pole position? If he does, then he will equal the top man of Murphy then. Far from the hard tires as well. We got Echo, who is back out on track at the moment. What about Gunnar? Gunnar comes around the final turn, and you can see he's wrestling with that car. He is going to have to go around again because he's invalidated his time. Echo is coming through turn 18. Yellow flags are fluttering in free. It's now coming up to turn 19 and taking a bit of the curve there, but the exit curve. Does he run wide? No, he doesn't run too wide as well. So there's a bit more time on the table for Echo. He just wants to get a decent time. Yellow flag is floating in one, and Echo goes full fast moment. This man is looking on it, isn't he? Good stuff there from Echo. Fisher is just started us up at the moment. We've got Farf, who's on the hard tyre. We've also got Stringy out there as well. So Farf is on the hard tyre. Let's go. Look at this. He's run wide. He's gone very wide in turn 18. And is he going to abandon this lap then? He is abandoning this lap, and he comes back into pit. So I've got to say, you've got to be very careful in this pit lane. And no, that's why, because Farf has also clipped the wall there, and he is in the pits. And for Farf is, unfortunately, for him, and Gunnar is also on well. So let's go around then with the man who has won 2 races. He's got 2 race wins in ALR. Incredibly, Stringy there is just lingering in front there, and I wonder if Stringy's trying to position himself for a cheeky toe. There's a Fisher, which they demonstrated so well in Baku in one of the other leagues, didn't they, earlier on this season. And you can see then is Stringy there. Sorry, Fisher there is, of course, 2 race wins to his name, Fisher has. And he has got a pole position, didn't he? In Singapore and Russia, 2 very dominant races. One of the dominant races, you'll see, won't you? It was brilliant. I think Singapore, he just waltzed away with it, wasn't it? It was like Sebastian Vettel-esque in 2013 for Fisher, dominating from start to finish. Was Fisher, and of course, I think he got pole position as well. He almost had the hat trick if he did not have the hat trick of the Grand Slam. And he comes into turn 19, and Fisher does. Let's see what he's going to do. Where is he going to put himself? As Brandon at the moment is top of the time sheet at the moment. Jonathan is back out track at the moment. Farf is left for session. Fisher goes fast. Is on a 33.2 then. And a good time there from Fisher. Brilliant time there from Fisher indeed. So, and lovely stuff indeed. XR is on a lap at the moment. Gunnar is also on a lap at the moment. Well, he's coming back in the pit. Farf hopefully will come back in the session in not too distant future. Stringy is on a lap at the moment. We'll leave him to it, because who is the closest man to home? I think it's XR. It is XR in the Toro Rosso then. And he is now coming through the final couple of corners now. Turn 20 we're on. Here he goes then. DRS is available now. And let's see what he does. He's done a 34.2 there. XR has. He is jumped in front of Twang. Twang is was on the hard tire, so now it's on the medium tire. So I think everyone is just in terms of if it's like a heavyweight boxing match, this is kind of like the opening couple of rounds and just to find their feet to see what their opponent's doing. So yeah, this is going to get there's going to be a lot of knockout blows in the next 7 minutes, and in the next 17 minutes, of course, as we've got Q3 to come up as well. But before that, we have to get through Q2, and at the moment, everyone is on the medium compound tire then, so they're shying away from the soft compound tire at the moment, aren't they? We've got Ryan then, who says, hi all, I'm in the Silver League next season. I'm not sure of the pace. Any ideas if I'm suited? Glock. Of course, I think Glock is very much well suited. Of course, Glock then, Glock 4455. I remember Glock is a very quick driver indeed. But it's great to have Glock along with us tonight to view what the action is going on. Remember, Silver starts on the 13th of January 2020. 2020 sounds so futuristic, doesn't it? Nigel goes in 6th fast at the moment, doesn't he? Look how close the Alfa Romeos are. The debutant Echo, I gotta say, he's flying there at the moment. Jonathan is gone 2nd fast at the moment on a 33.2 then in the on the medium compound tire. Remember, this is just to get what tires are going to go on for the top 10, and also about who's going to be lining up. And Murphy goes 2nd fast as well. Murphy, I've got to say, second half of the season has been great for Murphy, hasn't he? And of course, this also from line up from 11th to 15th. Hopefully Farf can get back in. If Farf, of course, Farf needs a strong qualifying, doesn't he? Because when he's in the midfield, it seems to go slightly wrong for Farf. Here comes the Bowser driver, Gamer, coming down into turn 11 now. Then. Just taking a look then, we've also got Susie saying, come on Granty boy. Ryan has said, is this tier going to be the highest one? It is for, yes, gold is the highest one, and then silver is the second one. So yes, but of course it's great to have you. It's great to have you along with us tonight, Glock. Really good indeed then, and getting your first taste of action of ALR, and I'm sure you can't wait. Well, I certainly can't wait for the new season, but before that, we've got to crown a season 2 champion first, haven't we? Here comes Gamer coming across the line then, and let's see what he's done. He's done a 34 2:48 at the moment then, and he is the second slowest of the ones that have posted time so far. Granty then, here he is then, here is the man who is 13 points behind Emerson, the championship, just under 5 minutes to go in this session. We've also got Granty there is beating me to the punch there, hasn't he? He's much more on it than I am in the in the comment section. We've also got Susan saying, I'm only here for one reason, to support Granty boy. Excellent stuff. That's what we like to see. We like to have some. We like to. Oh, we got yellow flags vote. Granty, of course, would probably love your support. And I've got to say, he's had a great season though, hasn't he? Remember, this is his debut season for ALR as well, isn't it? Granty is. Remember, he rocked up in Australia, didn't he? Right at the beginning of the season, and from day one he has been a machine, hasn't he? And now let's see what the machine can do then as he comes into turn 4:19. I'm on the other side of the track there, aren't I? Now into turn 20 then, and there's a Ferrari just coming in the pits. I think that was Murphy, and now he comes up to the line and he goes fastest. An incredible time there on the medium compound tyre. So who else out there? We've got Twang who's 3/10 of a second out. We got Gamer who's 6/10 of a second out. XR is just started this up mode. We have got, this is going to get very, very interesting indeed then. So XR then, it's just started. So we've done 3 laps on those medium tyres. We're going to stay with Twang at the moment. We've also got Simon saying, first league race in 4 months, I'm happy to be in the top 5-ish. Of course, Simon, took a couple of months off, didn't he, from league racing, so he is back behind the wheel now, and he's looks like he hasn't been anywhere, has he? Good stuff. We've also got Glock saying thanks. I think I'll mainly be more suited to this one. I was a bit quicker than Jonathan when I raced him in the other league. Ooh, interesting. We've also got Chris saying, can we have a G? Can we have a G? Can we have a R? Can we have an A? Can we have an N? Can we have a T? What does that spell? Granty. Oh no, Grant. Can we have a Y as well? And here comes Twine, and he's thinking the Twine's going to be more concerned about himself. He comes across the line, and what does he do? He goes in the 9th fastest. That is not where he wanted to be. Twine isn't. He is on the cusp, and this is not looking good at all. XR there is just cruising down the back straight. 800s then between the top 4 at the moment. I tell you what, it is looking very, very close indeed, isn't it? 2 minutes to go then. That clock is ticking down quicker and quicker now, isn't it? Farf has got a problem then, is Murphy's trying to help him out of his ping at the moment, so hopefully Farf can get himself back in the session very soon. With Gunnar taking a couple of bites of the cherry there, coming out of turn. It's 15. We've got yellow flags floating all around the circle at the moment. I think Farf, I don't think he's going to be able to get back in the session, which is a big blow for the Red Bull driver, isn't it? Stringy is in the pit still. They've got to think about coming out of the pit soon, because this is going to be, because they're going to be knocked out Q2 at this rate. Gamer is on and out lap at the moment. So can Gamer get himself into Q3? Aguna comes across the line, and he is invalidated time, so he's going to go around again. So we'll keep an eye on Gamer and see what he does. XR, I think is it. That's it for XR. He is on 3 laps on those tyres, and he will be the highest he'll be starting is 12th position. Twang is going to be and we have just seen who's that? That was Brandon going up into 2nd position there in the Renault. It's a Renault 1-2 at the moment, showing their speed. Isn't it? Here comes Echo, and he is 8th for the moment. He is 5/10 of a second up at the 2nd sector. Then Echo is, so he is finding almighty time there in the 2nd sector. Then now into the it's great to have you all along with us. My goodness me, we got a big audience tonight, and I'm getting very nervous indeed. Echo getting nervous, so he's coming across the line. Then yellow flags are fluttering, and he goes fastest on a 32.8 there for the soft tyres for the Alfa Romeo. Wow, is this a star in the making? I think it is. Incredible time there from Echo, and Twang there is going to have another shot now. He needs to have another shot, doesn't he? Emerson is now on the soft tyres, so Emerson doing a good job there of he's very much on it, isn't he? So he knows that as that Gunnar is backed off far for still in the pits. Then Gamer, then what can Gamer do? We're on board with Gamer now then, and he needs to find, how much does he need to find? He needs to find at least a second on the soft tyres. It is doable indeed. Twang then is on board. Twang then, as he is through his official retire from the session then, as he doesn't think anyone's going to improve. What about the track evolution then? Striggy is staying in 11th position at the moment. Bit of lag going on there at the moment, and now then as Grant's retired from the session, and now then as they come down into turn 10 then, turn 11 I should say. So Twang at the moment, he's done 2 laps on these soft tires, remember, medium tires, so he's going to have to start the race on these tires if he gets through in the Q3 then. Emerson's also started his lap as well. Oh, lovely shot here in the DRS then. And then he's Twang's coming down the back straight now then. This is it then, that's the end of qualifying. So out of qualifying is Farf, is Gunnar and Stringy. Gamer is on a lap at the moment, so Gamer is the man this could upset Emerson, Twang, Nigel really. It's yeah, well, no, actually, no, he can't. Twang or Nigel certainly, as now as Twang is coming through turn 17 now into turn 18. Where is his time going to be relative to the other guys? Remember, he made his return in Mexico last week, didn't he? His first drive for the Racing Point, and I'll tell you what, a very good drive indeed. He finished 4th for the end. Where is it? And he had a very good qualifying time. Where is he going to finish though here today? This is the final corner. The DRS is open, and he goes 8th fastest, so he knocks Emerson down. So Emerson is dropped down to 9th position then. So Emerson needs a good strong. Oh, Nigel, I think, is backed off. So Nigel's backed off, and I've missed something because Gamer's gone second fastest. Gamer has gone second, which means that I think that that means Nigel is out of qualifying. That's a major blow there for the Alfa Romeo driver. Where's Emerson going to go then? Emerson, is he going to complete this lap? No, he's not. So Emerson knows that Nigel is backed off, and Emerson is going to start on the medium tires. Gamer, great time there at the end of the session then from South second. So Nigel has been knocked out of qualifying, and he will start 11th. 12th position is Stringy. Exile is in 13th. Farf didn't make out of the box in 14th position. Problems with his ping. And 15th position is Gunnar. So that's the end of Q2 then. And well, let's take so in terms of the qualifying, in terms of the tires then, we have Nigel there flying into the pits then. Everyone is on the medium compound tire apart from the top 2, which is Echo and Gamer. They're going to have a flying start off the grid, aren't they? Come the race, and some brilliant stuff indeed then. As I'm getting all behind on the covers again, goodness me. We've also got as Jonathan confirmed, we've got 8 tenths between the top 4. We've also got Chris saying yeah, can we have a Y? Chris has said, I'm in silver next season, so I'm not going anywhere, sadly for you guys. Oh, we love you, Silent. We've also got Chris saying, hurry up and get on Fortnite. I thought Fortnite finished, hadn't it? Didn't they have like a black hole or something? I don't know. Anyway, oh, Gamer is not in Q3 because his car, I think, has crashed. So Gamer is going to start. It's not going to take part in Q3. That's a big blow, isn't it? And unfortunately, whilst I was looking at the comments, I think Gamer's AI has gone into the back, so that is harsh, isn't it? Out qualifying is Nigel, Stringy, XR, Farf, and Gunnar, and I hate to say it, but I think Gamer's out as well. He's been robbed of going for a decent time now. That's going for to challenge for Q3, isn't it? What a shame. And we've got Susie saying, "Go on, Granty, make us proud, lad." No. I've also got Chris saying, "Hurry up and get a rocket on the back of your car." And to be honest, I suppose that's not against the rules, is it? Fisher, evening Ginger, evening Fisher. Hope you're doing well tonight. And I tell you what, he looks like he's doing well tonight because he's looking absolutely in formidable form. Echo saying, "Hey up, Eddie up." They've also got Gamer saying, "What the hell?" Yeah. So yeah, I think Gamer's been robbed there, and I feel that's such a shame then. And Granty. Granty saying sexy Elliot. Yeah, 10 out of 10 for Fisher. I completely for Gamers, for Codemasters, I completely agree with that. Gamer's been robbed of a Q3 appearance, which is really annoying. And yeah, Echo saying a bit harsh that was. Yep. So that's such a shame, isn't it? Really. So Gamer in Q3, and I tell you, he had a phenomenal lap to get himself in Q3, and he's been rewarded by Codemasters, which I don't think they should be called Codemasters because they're not really a master of code, are they? Let's be frank about it. Yeah, I think that's such a shame for Gamer. It really is. He hasn't done anything and his car's crashed. Yeah, that was his mistake. He doesn't deserve to be out qualifying, and he's been robbed. We've all been robbed actually of having 10 cars battling for pole position. and I'm really disappointed by that. Echo's on the medium tires at the moment, Echo is, so I think he's just trying to, wonder if he's just trying to get his eye in, but on his debut, Echo is, and he's out-qualified his more experienced teammate, Nigel, so that's an incredible feat, isn't it? At the moment, Nigel, so far this season, Nigel has been out-qualified 3 times, hasn't he? So, 3 times, so that's impressive. Up to that point, Nigel has been out-qualified his teammates 8 times. So really impressive stuff indeed. And if the numbers don't add up, that's probably the case of there have been a lot of swappages of teams, haven't there? But and to be honest, I might have also miscounted as well. Jonathan is out on track at the moment. I tell you what, Jonathan is looking formidable. He needs this race win tonight, doesn't he, to keep himself in the title hunt. Also, Granty there would love to have the race win as well. Emerson would like to extend his lead because he's missing in Brazil in a week's time. Those are the top 3. And don't forget Murphy, who I tell you what, he is at red hot today, not only because he's in a Ferrari, but also because he is on it as well. So here we go, we got 10 minutes then. Jonathan is going to be the first man then, and it's the first man, so he comes around the final corner, DRS available, and away we go then, as we now come up into the turn 1 then, and look how steep the climb is up to turn 1 then, and he brakes then, there's a yellow flag in free then, and he's on the money there, isn't he, the British Italian driver. Now he's dropping that downhill, and let's see what he's going to do in his first split. Look at these first S's there, it's incredible, isn't it? Very similar to Suzuka, isn't it? But without the undulation, well, the extreme undulations of Suzuka, isn't it? Because the first split is just before turn 7 there, and he's done a 24 there. Lovely stuff for Jonathan, and coming over turn 10 then, not taking it too wide there. Wow, within track limits. I tell you what, the F1 drivers need to watch Jonathan, don't they? Because they seem to be out on the grass for a lot of the time when they was doing qualifying and the race. Jonathan now on the back straight, and we're waiting for DRS. Where is it? There it is, on the money. Oh, Jonathan is a little slow on the DRS there. That might cost him a bit of time. We're not sure how much then, but we'll find out in a minute as he now breaks down into 4th gear, 3rd gear, 2nd gear. That's a lot of braking energy going through the brake pedal there. Now then, as they come into the now more the technical section here, and of course I was talking about the corners. They have based some of these corners off in this track. One of them is Bahrain's corner, is at turn 18. Now this is based off the infamous turn 8 in Turkey, which is turn 18 on this track. Then it's turn 19, which is a bit of a horrible corner, I must admit. It's such a frustrating corner. Now into turn 20, which is also another Mickey Mouse turn. Now into the final turn, and DRS on the bubble. A 31.6 there for Jonathan. He is on pole position. Who can stop him? Emerson is 2nd now. 3rd position is Brandon. Brandon is 2nd position. Emerson 3rd. Granty is on the front row as it stands in the 2 championship rows, and once again 1st and 2nd. Echo is 5th position mount on the medium tyres. Fisher's come through then. The 18 and Murphy goes 3rd faster than. So look at this, 1, 2, 3. Those are the championship guys, and Silent is 5th fastest at the moment. And what about Fisher? Fisher coming through the final turn, and then Fisher goes 2nd fastest then, and he's in the 31s as well. Incredible times like that. They're lightning quick then. Here comes Twang then coming through the final corner then, and let's see what Twang do then. He is going for, he's in 6th position then in the racing point. That is round 1 done. And oh my goodness me, 3/10 of a second separates Jonathan and Fisher at the moment. Wow. So then, that is an incredible time, isn't it? Fisher then is sharing the front row with Jonathan then. And of course, Jonathan can he go for his 2nd pole position in 2 weeks? Incredible stuff, isn't it? From Jonathan up until Mexico, round 18. He hadn't had a pole position yet, as he Jonathan is. So I'd say the qualifying is definitely more Jonathan's stronger suit, and that was quite surprising. Now he's just getting out of the way of the Haas driver of Emerson, who's only down in 8th position at the moment. So he needs to what does he need to do? He needs to get a timing, doesn't he, really? Because the 8th position there is right in the carbon fibre zone. As a gamer there is he's very unhappy about what's gone on. Which, to be honest, I kind of agree with him to a certain degree, really, because yeah, it wasn't his fault, and he's unable to take part in Q3 because he's had a mammoth flap to get himself into Q3, so that was very undeserved. And also far for saying, sorry lads, don't want to ruin anyone's races. But to be honest, when he was on board with Farf, it didn't look like he had lag there, but he's having awful. He was saying he's had awful problems with the internet, and unfortunately, I think that is actually going to be Farf's first race tonight, where he's not actually going to be taking part in the race, is he? He's had 17 starts this season, Farf has. So that's a shame that is that Farf will not be racing here tonight, and that's a big blow, isn't it? And I think that is officially it then. So well, unless Emerson retires, which can it. Well, no, that's it. That is it. So Farf is out of the championship, unfortunately, and we are down to 4, which is a shame. Really, that's a bit of an anticlimactic start, isn't it? Really, where we've lost a driver in the championship standings already, which is a big shame, isn't it? So then we've got a bit of a lull there. We've got 5 minutes to go, and let's just take a look then. Jonathan is on pole position, his second pole position so far of ALR as it stands. But of course, there is a lot of guys lining up to get him. Fisher, can he get a second pole position then? So it's a duel between them two. Granty, what about him? Can he get his second pole position as well? My goodness me. Murphy has already got 3 this season, hasn't he? Can he make it a 4th? We've got Brandon in a 5th position at the moment, and Brandon in 5th position. He's also got a pole position as well. Twang in 6th position. He hasn't got a pole position. He hasn't got a pole position yet, has he, Twang? No, he hasn't, not yet. We got Silent, who is in 7th at the moment. Of course, Silent had 2 pole positions this season. 8th position is Emerson. He's had his first pole position in Japan, and Echo making his debut tonight. And he is on the medium compound tires to start his first attempt in qualifying, wasn't it? So expect to see a big improvement there from Echo as well. So we got 9 drivers. We should have 10. We should have Gamer in there as well, who should also be challenging for pole position. So we got 9 drivers that go for pole position. Then it's going to be fantastic stuff indeed. Then we've also got. We've got Twang saying a better lap now, but worn tyres. We've got Echo saying don't expect pole position from me, not that good. Laugh out loud. But well, I think you've got to be decent to be in the top 10. So but yeah, then as that Laggy has joined then, so I think that Laggy's finished playing with his steering wheel, and hopefully he can get himself going race. But he will be near the back. We're also expecting Bowden to join as well. So we will be having 19 cars, not 20, unfortunately, as unfortunately Farf's internet is let him down there. So that's Farf's first race he's missed this season. He's been ever present in this race in this league so far, hasn't he? Of course, Farf's entire ALR career actually adds up to 26 races. He would have been his 27th race this season. He's becoming a bit of a veteran, isn't he, in ALR? Of course, at the moment, the man who's got the most starts is definitely Gunnar, isn't he? Gunnar made his debut back in Bahrain last season, Gunnar has, and he's on his 33rd start here tonight. And I hope he's going to need a lot of experience to be starting down in the pack then. And Echo is on a lap at the moment then. And Fisher's asked for Granty to give him a tow. So of course then Fisher is a 3/10 of a second back. But so Echo is the only man out there at the moment. So he's gone out slightly early, Echo has, but I'm wondering if he is just more of a contingency, just in case he has any problems with with his first lap then. So just now on board then. We're just on board with Echo then, so no one's out. This is a smart deal, because remember, he's now got a clear track. The only problem with this is though that he might encounter traffic, or when the guys run out lap at the moment then. But he's got the whole track then. Look at him, he's now turning up the heat then. We're on board with Echo then, as he is coming around turn 18 now into 19 and 20, and he's about to start us up now. Is going to come out of the pits then. At the moment the pit lane is absolutely clear. I gotta say that's so I think this is absolutely, and there's a Renault coming out of the pits now. But this is absolutely dream for Echo. We're on board there with the nose cone of the Alfa Romeo then, as we go up into turn 1 now. Look how steep it is. It's incredible, isn't it? Connor, you're almost pointing at the sky. Now we're going to drop down violently as we come into turn 2, and a lovely shot then. Oh, beautiful. From now in turn 2. Now we're coming into the SSN. This is where it can make or break your lap, isn't it? You can't run too wide there, because you'll lose time, and of course you can to cut the corner, because that'll be your time invalidated completely. Very strict corner cutting around here. Well, around most tracks it is as well. And look at that, Echo almost over the white line. Precision judged to absolute beautiful perfection there. Now coming down the hill then. Now we got a back straight then, and he accelerates away then. Look at that then. It's like a roller coaster ride, isn't it? And you can see the lovely shot here of the other half mile. Look how Look how silky smooth and how beautiful that bodywork is. That's incredible, isn't it? Now as we're breaking down into second gear, and yet he does drop down to second gear at the last moment, Echo does, and now then into the more technical part of the track. Then of course said he just needs to keep it clean. Then this is more of a point and squirt section of the track. Then in the turn 17, then power on, doesn't want to get too much power on. Remember, Roscoe lost the title there, didn't he, in that corner, because he stamped on the throttle too hard. Now, and of course, then that's also caused the infamous Capgate into turn 19, and a lovely shot again of the curbs then, and he goes very close to not leaving too much margin on the table then. And now we're in the last corner. Yellow flags out, and Echo goes 6 fastest, and a good time there for Echo there. And is he going to carry on? No, he isn't. That's his time done. So Echo moving up into 6th position. A very impressive start to his ALR career. Twang is on track. We've also got Silent on track as well, Emerson, and we've got Brandon, who is starting his lap then. Half a minute to go in this race, in this session, and then Brandon there breaking up into turn 1. He brake later because there's a steep incline then. So this is it then. It's all or nothing now for the drivers. Jonathan is the defending pole sitter. Can Fisher squeeze out another 3/10 of a second? Can Grant get in the 31s and really shock them? And of course, well, I wouldn't say it's a shock, is it? Of course, the man's been incredible, hasn't he, all season long. Yellow flags in 1. What's going on in 1? And Jonathan is not going to make it. Jonathan is not going to make it around then. So that's it for Jonathan, I think. Is it? No, then. I don't know. I'm probably out of sync. I'm out of touch, aren't I? Yellow flags there on the back show. I think it was Echo then. So Jonathan does make it around then. I think my time was just slightly in front of everyone else's then. So new F1 then is coming down the back straight now. You can see looking full throttle then, dropping down into second gear then, brakes on then, tickles the throttle, accelerates away then as look at it. Oh, lovely shot there of the Renault there. And there's impressive shots on it. Of course, yellow flags is that Bowden has joined, of course, making his return. He hasn't raced. I don't think Bowden hasn't raced for a very long time, has he? I'll have a look in a second. I think the last race that Bowden raced was actually in I think it was France. It's the last time it's in Bowden race, so he might have a bit of race rust as well ongoing, a bit like Twang there. But as he comes around the final turn, then what does Brandon do? He goes second fast. He's in the 3-1s. Look how close he is there to stealing the pole position. What about Fisher? He's on pole position. That's his second pole position of his career as it stands. Twang is retired from the session. Grant there is coming through the final set. He's up 2/10 of a second as well. Is that enough? We'll find out now. Echo stays in 6th position, and Grant goes forward fastest there. He's in front of his teammate then. Jonathan is still going around. What about Murphy? Murphy is coming around the final couple of corners now then. Oh, he's gone very wide then. What about Emerson? And Emerson is 9th. Emerson is 9th. That's incredible development. Emerson is right down the field. Granted, Murphy goes into 5th fastest. Chris Spams is coming in the pits, I think. What about Jonathan? This is the final corner, and he's second. Look how close it is. 300ths of a second separates himself and Fisher. Fisher is on pole position for the American Grand Prix. Fantastic stuff from Fisher. That is his second pole position of his career, and he is going for win number 3. Brilliant. How close was that? 300ths of a second separates the top 2. It's absolutely immense. No, then it is actually, and then there's Granty also 200ths of a second back then. 400ths of a second separates the top 3 in the standings. Incredible. And then UF1 now through it to a 317 there. That is how close the top 4 are, so close to each other. It's a whisker separates them. Brilliant stuff indeed. It's absolutely fantastic. It really is then. And as my goodness me. Emerson has just commented saying, I just want to make the championship more interesting. Look at that. Fisher then on pole position. That is his second pole position. As I keep echoing, it is incredible stuff, isn't it, Fisher? Brilliant. Top notch. 2800ths of a second back was Jonathan there. He was going for a second pole today, just missed out by a whisker. Third position is Granty, 4800ths of a second back as well. Jonathan and Granty would be happy with this. Emerson so far down. A 10th of the second back is new as Brandon. How close was that? Incredible. Murphy in 5th position. Echo on his debut up in the 6th position. He is not looking out of place at all, is he? Brilliant stuff from Echo. Twang is in 7th position with Silent 8th, and at 9th is Emerson then 8/10 of a second back then. And of course, unfortunately, we didn't have Gamer take part because Codemasters don't know how to drive a car properly, which is annoying. So there we go then. Let me just whoops. Oh my goodness me, what's going on here? I've got all sorts going on here. Anyway, enough about that. Let me just catch up with the comments then. Yeah, we have got. Oops. We have got, of course, Gaming just congratulating Fisher. Yeah, absolutely well-deserved pole position. Echo, I'll take 6. A very good time indeed. We got Gamer saying a very good lap. It was a very good lap. Woohoo for Fisher. Granty, purple sector 2 then. Absolutely splendid second sector. Look at how close he was. Incredible stuff. Fisher saying that was a fun lap. Top 3, well done. I've got to say, top 4, well done. Look how close they were. It was incredibly close. 4 drivers in a 31. It's just a mammoth effort. Brilliant stuff indeed. And absolutely fantastic it is. We got Gamer saying very close. Wide at first lap, cost me, but happy. We have also got Simon saying, well, I'm trash. Well, you can't be that bad because you're in the top. You're in the top 10, Simon. So I wouldn't say that's too bad at all. And you're in front of the championship leader as well. So that's no mean feat as well. And Echo saying I wouldn't expect anything less from Elliot. Well, I got, of course, Elliot does make a habit of it. I'm really looking forward to see what he can do next season. Fisher he's got to be in the. Of course, remember this season's been more of a learning curve for him to see how the drivers are. And and I think that now really Singapore and Russia was dominating, wasn't it? Japan and Mexico wasn't as dominant, but he looks like he's back to his full best again, isn't he? I'm really looking forward to this. I'm really am looking forward to this. It's going to be fantastic stuff indeed. Granty's going restart. I think it will be a restart. Just waiting for Nosy to give me the nod, and then I'll be away. And oh dear, I've been mentioned in the comments in the chat. That's never a good sign, is it? And so just let's have a quick look. I think it's from so it's Farf just apologising because he cannot get into it, unfortunately, that's a shame, isn't it, really, for Farf. Really is. And I think I've got an invite, so bear with me. You're gonna have a blue screen, so which is a shame really, because it's a lovely yeah, it was a lovely shot, wasn't it? As I got to just panic a bit. Nope, there I am. I'm sorted. And it's turned to a radio, isn't it? It's a bit like Monaco. Remember back in season 1 where I was out in the sticks, wasn't I? So yeah, no, I gotta say the internet was bad that day as well, wasn't it? My goodness. So yeah, we're just getting into the second section setup now. As Granny said, while everyone gets a fresh set of tires. Well, that's true. We're all leaving. I think it was probably due to the late arrivals there, which is unfortunate, isn't it, to say the least. Luckily for me, I don't have to worry about setting up the lobby. That's the Grandmaster's worry. Well, in terms of the qualifying form then this season, I gotta say, Fisher is now in terms of qualifying battles. And I gotta say, some of them are so close. Unfortunately, I think Laggy and Dan Murphy was the closest, wasn't it? As Laggy and Dan Murphy were close, as they were. Well, now Murphy's at 11-6 in Murphy's favour now, but it's only the last couple of races, because I think Laggy's had a fantastic season, hasn't he? If we can get to the end of the, if we can get to the end of the race a bit more and avoid the accidents, then I think that Laggy would be well up the championship. So I've got to quickly excuse the blue screen again, and unfortunately you can hear my annoying voice, which probably makes it twice as bad, doesn't it? Because all you can hear is me, which ain't good. And I think I've also got to. There we go. Oh, good stuff. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, back to where I was then. We've also William just asked, what's your PSA? Don't start the game yet. Mine's crashed. Lol. Oh dear. It's all gone off here tonight then. And well, what do you expect? Joyce, I think we've had a very good. I think we've had a very good season in terms of not many technical issues, have we really? So yeah, I think we have been, apart from some reason when the lights go out, I see the lights go out like then everyone else has just stood still. So yeah, hopefully one, and like it's always thrown me, and I've got to say every time I like listen to the streams back, which by the way is rare, because yeah. I don't want to hear my voice all the time. My goodness me, I don't know how you guys cope. But yeah, it's just me there, just waiting for it to go green. And we are going to go green in a minute. We're just waiting for the final 2 drivers to come in, because we're going to have a full grid in a not too distant future. And we'll get going. We're just waiting for Echo. It's his game has crashed as well. And well, we should have a full grid in a minute. I've got to say, it's going to be absolute chaos. Grant, you did mention there that unfortunately we have lost the used tyres aspects from Q2, which means the top 10 will have fresh tyres, even though they're going to start on the medium tyre. All apart from I think it was Gamer and Echo, I believe it was. Everyone else, they will have fresh tyres, which also does cause a which does, yeah, it's a bit of a shame, really, isn't it? I mean, because the tyre life that you take out of the tyres when you fly around on the qualifying lap is a lot more in terms of race trim. Of course, you're going to be fat fuel, aren't you? And you're going to be taking it a lot easier, aren't you? And not in qualifying. So, yeah, that's a bit of a that is a bit of a shame, really, isn't it? We're just waiting for Boden to come in, and then we'll be all ready to go. Echo is sorted, and he is ready to get going, isn't he? And of course, I think it's a good opportunity to keep an eye out on the. When's the last race? The 15th of December is our last race in Abu Dhabi. Keep an eye out, because on that day, straight after hang out, because straight after the race, or when I can get myself sorted, well, when the admins get themselves sorted, there will be the awards video, and also the driver lineup for next season will be revealed in terms of what teams and which drivers are going where. So of course that is both the gold draw and the silver draw. So yeah, that is going to be fantastic stuff indeed. And remember, next season we will have 2 leagues, won't we? ALR will, which is an absolutely fantastic achievement. Of course, there will be relegation systems, so very similar to the Premier League and Championship. So the bottom 3 will drop from gold to silver, and the top 3 will go from silver to gold. So yeah, but I think that, of course, I think that there will be times where that's slightly. It's not going to be black and white though, because of course you can, if a driver like races, for example, if Echo races for the last 3 races, and he finished in the bottom 3, that's a bit unfair for him to get relegated, isn't it? So so yeah, I think you need to race in a certain percentage, and then that's where it goes over my head, because maths and stuff, and I don't like maths. But we won't be too long, guys. Thanks for sticking with us. Whilst we're on this lull, who do you think is going to get the race win? Of course, Todd has already thrown his opinion in the ring, hasn't he? He reckons Jonathan for pole in the win. Well, Jonathan has got pole, but of course he can potentially get the win in the not too distant future. So that is going to be it's going to be really good. That's going to be yeah. So Jonathan could potentially get the win. Echo just said we need clear weather, because I think the weather is still on varied at the moment. We are almost ready to go, and we won't be too long. I hope. Am I in spectator mode? Hang on a minute. Oh, I think I am in spectator mode. So anyway, yeah. So what was I saying? I don't know. Oh well, it wasn't that important, was it? Of course, remember, this is ALR's first visit of Circuit of the Americas. Of course, last season we only had 18 rounds, didn't we? As we missed out a couple of races. We had that dual race, didn't we? Which, to be honest, is probably not a good idea, and I don't think we'll be doing that again. I got to say that was the scene of Jonathan's first ever race win, wasn't it? Back in Japan, an absolutely fantastic race win. No, that was an absolutely fantastic race win, wasn't it? Because that was the first time I remember that Nigel was beaten in a straight fight in the ALR. So brilliant stuff from Jonathan. It really was. And of course, we also had that Abu Dhabi race as well. I think the Japan was the fun race of the season, and Abu Dhabi the race before. It was one shot qualifying, and that didn't go well either. So yeah, but this season it's going to be a much more structured end of the season, as it's going to be a much more structured end of the season. Of course, with Brazil and Abu Dhabi will be rounded off then. Of course, Brazil, if anyone remembers Brazil last season, my goodness, we had 2 major accidents out of turn 5 there. All I remember is that Gunnar go flying up in the air. it was a violent old smash, wasn't it? I know we were now going to get ready to get racing as well. Echo says we need clear weather. I think we got clear weather. And we also got Twang saying, have you seen my special delivery helmet? No, I haven't, not yet, Twang, but I am looking forward to it. But I think the more important than that, we are all looking forward to the race that is coming up in just a few moments' time. We have, I thought we lost a driver there as we went down to 19. It's great to have all 20 drivers on the grid then, so it's going to be absolutely anarchy in the first couple of laps, and really looking forward to this indeed. We've also got Gamer saying good luck, boys, because unfortunately Gamer did miss out on the prospect of going into Q3, which is I think has stolen a bit of the show, really, hasn't it? I'm really disappointed about that. Gamers all saying, keep it clean, please. You know, I think that is the #1 rule on the first couple of laps, isn't it? Lovely shot at the tower there. We've also got Jonathan saying good luck as well, boys. Of course, then I feel I just seen a comment there from Twang as well, saying about it's going to be so close in the drivers and constructors. Emerson down in 9th position. Granty and Jonathan are on in the top 3 space as well. Murphy's in 5th position. Farf is having issues with his internet. I didn't even see if he was in. He might be in. We might have a replay. We do have 20 drivers, so potentially Farf might be in, or it might be someone else. I don't know. It's a bit of a lottery, isn't it? And of course, Fisher's trying to span in the works as well by being on form. He's on pole position, his 2nd pole position of ALR in brilliant stuff. Brilliant. It was. I tell you what, those laps from the front 3 was fantastic. And of course, Brandon as well was right up there and very close as well. So, my God, if we could potentially have we're going to have a full-way fight for the win, aren't we? And don't you can't count out Murphy. And I tell you what can Echo do in his debut? He has shown some incredible speed tonight. And Farf is in the session, and so Farf is in. Can he claim? Well, can he keep himself in the championship? I think it is such a tough task for Farf now, but he is in it to win it. So good stuff indeed. Then we're just waiting for the drivers then to get themselves going, and then we'll be ready to get going. As we've got a lot of spinny wheels at the moment. I'd rather see spinny wheels on the track, but nevertheless, you can't have it all your own way, can you? I'm glad you're staying with us as well. There's a couple of glitches going on, and so William is ready to get going, isn't he? We've got a tick. We've got a couple of ticks, and this is looking good, isn't it? Really is. So then. So it's interesting to see how the likes of Bowden does, who of course Bowden and making a return after a couple of races out. Last race he raced in was France. We've also got Echo making his debut, and he's up in the top 6. How's he going to fare? That's going to be good indeed, isn't it? Of course, we've also got Silent Shifting, another man making a return tonight. 20 drivers are on the grid then for this inside of Gamer. Gamer's given enough room. Gamer has given enough room, and but Gamer there is giving himself a better line, and he's damaged the car. Gamer has, and he's lost a bit of input. There's a lot of damaged cars out there, I think then, and and that's Fisher going on the inside into turn 17, and you can see then that's a very good pass there from Stringy. He has moved up into 9th position. Fantastic start then here in Kota. And we're coming through the complete lap one, and Sam is up into a 13th position. Then, as you can see, a lovely shot here. And there's a Mercedes, and there's a Williams right behind as well. Jonathan set the fast up of the race. Then Ferrari are going very wide there of Laggy, and Farf is in the pits then. And Farf is in the pits, and it doesn't look like he's got any damage there. Farf hasn't, so he's in the pits. There's I don't think he's got any damage unless he's at a penalty. Farf is out. Farf is out of the race, and a big shame there for Farf. Gunnar also in the pits as well, and Bowden will be in the pits, I think. Farf has set the session then, so I think there's issues then with his connection still. Virtual safety car. Oh, so we've got a virtual safety car in this race then. Now then, of course, this means that they have to slow down and maintain a delta on their steering wheels then, or in the graphics in the top right hand corner of their screen then. So then, so they're all maintaining a similar speed then. At the moment then, we got Jonathan, Fisher, Granty, Murphy in the top 4. Three of the top 4 drivers are battling in the championship mode. Emerson is in 8th position behind the debutant Echo. It's all to play for now, isn't it? And I'll tell you what, remember, Emerson needed a strong result today, didn't he, if he wanted to of course, he is missing Brazil in a week's time, so he needed a strong result, because this could potentially play into the hands of Granty and, of course, Jonathan as well. So Jonathan also needs a race win as well. Unfortunately, Farf is officially, as we're back green here in America, or we were, but Bowden is out of the race as well, so his return has not been fruitful, has it? So unfortunately, Bowden is out of this race then. A shame there for Bowden, and so he returns, and he is done already. Farf is out of the championship then, and so we're down to 4 cars then at the moment. And of course, I think it felt like Farf since qualifying really has been difficult. It's been difficult, hasn't he? Going through the complete lap 2 then, and you can see then as we're back racing then here in Circuit in America, as Echo is all over the back of the Silent. Silent has got a default setup. He is trying to defend, and as they go into he's gone into turn 1 then, and now as they dropping down then into the SSN. So Echo there, I tell you what, Echo's got the bit between his teeth. He's looking phenomenal, isn't he? Phenomenal stuff there from Echo. Oh, he's got white down, of course, that's the understeer, isn't he? And now this is going to let Emerson get really intrigued indeed, isn't he? And of course then, Emerson, the man leading the championship by 13 points at the moment. Of course then, he wants to minimise the damage as much as possible. Sam is back in the pit as well, in the Mercedes then. So I think he's had problems as well, Sam has. The gap at the front is 1.4 seconds then. And then is Granty 1.4 seconds back as well. Murphy is just shadowing at the moment. And Emerson's all over the back of Echo as they come down the back straight. This is the closest battle on track at the moment. And you can see then the big winners there from the start there is William has moved up into 14th position. Laggy's up in the 13th position, and Stringy is up 3 positions. Oh, is Emerson there getting a bit too close there to Echo's rear wing there. And we've got a big battle here between Gamer and Exo in the battle for 10th and 11th position at the moment. We've got Nigel there also down in 12th position. Nigel quite the way down, isn't it, as he's struggling qualifying. Back on board then with Exo at the moment as they come into turn 17, and there's a lot of turns on this circuit around here, so and it's kind of follow the leader, isn't it, around here? But I've got to say the final sector is really good to keep yourself within the person's DRS, because it keeps the battle alive, doesn't it, coming up into turn 1 as we're now coming through turn 20. Turn 1 as Laggy's got a 3-second penalty. There's turn 1. Look at that, it's incredible, isn't it? Incredible view there going through the final turn then. Back on board with Vexel then. Gamer damaged the car, hasn't he? But he's doing a good job then. Oh no, Gamer there very late there. It's just coming in the pits. Laggy is in the pits then for the Ferrari team as he's dropping down there. See there is, oh, and we're coming back to this battle here because look at this, and they're going for the S's, and Gamer at the moment has the position, but Exile wants to get through, doesn't he? He needs to get through to get some points, doesn't he? Gamer's got a 3-second penalty because of that. He's having real troubles, isn't he? Gamer is luckily the only, Brandon's also got a penalty as well. The only good thing for Gamer at this moment in time is he's on the soft tire, so he is going to come in the pits earlier than everyone else anyway. But yeah, look at this then. Exo is now on the inside. He will be on the inside. DRS detection is just a couple of meters back from there, so he'll have DRS as well, even if he gets through. And oh my goodness me, it's getting very close as well. Lovely, look at this end shot. One incredible shot there as he comes down the back straight there. Gamer has dropped back. Now here comes Nigel as well. Nigel's got double DRS. He's got double slipstream. He is going to go up the inside. He is up the inside. Gamer is staying on the outside. Then Gamer is doing a good job there of keeping himself in. Keeping himself within the region of Exile. They're doing a great job indeed there, but almost went to the back of the Toro Rosso there and lost a bit of momentum as they come into turn 17 then, and out of it then. So my goodness me, now Exile, has he got the speed then to run off from here and then join the battle just up front then, which is between Silent, Echo, Emerson and Stringy. That's an incredible battle there, isn't it? Fisher is now starting to reel in Jonathan in the battle for the lead as well. So it's all going to get off here, isn't it? We're only on lap 5 already, and this already had some incredible action then. And Steve is going to move him to 40th position as a William there is dropping back. Then Nigel's going to go up the inside of Gamer, is he? Into turn 1. He is indeed, he is. But no, Gamer there is kept his line, stayed on the outside. Fantastic bit of dryer in there. Brilliant stuff from the Belgian. Oh, he's having a look at the S's. Oh my goodness me. I know that's a bit of contact there, and Gamer's gone flying off. And Nigel there, oh my goodness me, that was an interesting place to have an overtake there. And a Gamer there is a drop down into 12th position then. So then, as we come back to this battle here then, of course, Silent as Sam there is moved up to 16th position. William has dropped down to 17th. He's going the hard tire then. A lot of guys are out of position at the moment then. Solon is Murphy is now in DRS zone of Granty Boy at the moment. Of course, Granty has a 13-point lead in the Granty is 13 points behind this man, Emerson, as it stands in the championship mode. Echo is still over the back, and look who's in front. These guys are starting to catch on Brandon at the moment, who is 5th position. So yeah, this is going to get very interesting, isn't it? Look at this, and they've got good cute cars and behind them, behind Silent Mode, and soon to be Brandon might be joining this battle as well. Jonathan has replied to Fisher at the gap there, so the gap to the battle there at the front end, so the gap is now to 1.4 seconds then. And I think now Murphy is starting to gain on, and look who's in the pits then. It's Brandon into the pits then, so he's in the pits relatively early than the Renault driver is. So this can't be a scheduled stop then. So he's coming to pits then. This can be a scheduled stop then for the Renault. So here he comes, and they're changing the front wing on the Renault. So yeah, there's all sorts of shenanigans going on in the first couple of corners. They're changing the wing, and that's a new wing, but he's dropping right down the order. He's on the soft compound tires, Brandon is. Remember, it's similar to what he did in Mexico. They're very slow to get him away then. Twang now is in 14th position then. Think Yengo get out in front then. So battle here, we're joining this battle here, and then you see then. So in terms of this battle here, hasn't really done much. Emerson is now up into 7th position. Then he is very close to the back end of Echo. Echo is dropping back from Silent a bit, and Silent, remember, making his first race appearance in a very long time in the Toro Rosso, and he's doing a phenomenal job stepping in for the Scotsman at Roscoe here tonight. And they're down the back straight once again then, and Echo there is just pulling away. Echo's got a very slippery car, hasn't he? Emerson is near enough top, but near friend, and Echo, is he going to have a look? He's having a look. He was thinking about it, but not quite then. Emerson is just following them through at the moment in the black and gold horse with the black and gold helmet. And I think that this is causing Emerson a bit of time loss at the moment, isn't it? And this is also using up his tires as well, because you cannot follow cars too close, because it will damage your tire, won't it? Will damage the tire then. So this is not good either way for Emerson at the moment. And of course, remember, he's got we keep alluding to that race next week in Brazil. Of course, the Brazilian race is one of the last crazy races on the calendar, isn't it? Expect the unexpected there. Weather, all sorts of shenanigans are going to happen. But remember, we still got 20 odd laps to go here. We haven't even got we've got yellow flag in 3. What's going on in 3? Just taking a quick look. Not a lot by the looks. Murphy, we're on board then with Murphy then. Nigel is in the pits as well, so Nigel is coming to pits then. So there's a lot of early stoppers. That's because Nigel's completely lost the front wing then. So he's going on the soft tires as well, but Nigel's he's had a major problem somewhere. And wow, that's a big blow there for Nigel. I wonder if he lost that at turn 19 then. That's a shame there for Nigel. So he has dropped down the order as well. He is, I think he's going to be on Laggy, isn't he? Laggy is coming down the start finish right there. There's a Ferrari, and Nigel's now, he's got to get up to speed then. So Laggy is now through. Where is he? I'm trying to look. There he is. He's on the outside then, and now it's Laggy. Then we're on board and now dropping down, and he will have the momentum. So Laggy is up into 14th position. On 3 lap of tires. Emerson is through, and look at this, and look, Stree is coming through as well. Stree is coming through, but Emerson is staying on the outside. Good driving there from all those guys there. Yellow flag in 1 and 2. Yellow flag in 1 and 2. What's going on in 1 and 2? Luckily nothing. Oh no, my goodness, and Stree goes on the inside, and wow, oh my goodness me, is that damaged Emerson's car? And wow, that was for a long way back, wasn't it? In turn, and I think this is Silence. That's loving this, isn't it? And you just coming through turn 19 then, going a bit wide. Then is Emerson's car's all right. It is all right, but wow, Stream came from a long way back there, but he is now up into 6th position. Emerson is. 7th position is Stringy, 8th position is Echo. Echo's tires, I think, might be starting to struggle a bit then. Is Stringy having a look then? No, not quite then. So come up the hill into turn 1 then. So Emerson just about to survive that incredible battle there. Brilliant driving from all the way up downfield, and Stringy very aggressive in turn 17. UF1. Brandon is just at the fast side of the race there, and Emerson's got a 3-second penalty. That's not what he needs, is it? As we're on board then with the championship leader as it stands. But I got to say, Echo's doing a fantastic job, isn't he, in this debut? Brilliant stuff indeed. Really impressive. Echo's done so far. And one of those tires are now starting to come at the end of their life. Maybe they're going to start to struggle slightly then, as of course they've done 8 laps there on those soft tires already. But Stringy there is getting really interested in Emerson again, isn't he? Look, there's silent shifting there. He's just of course, he was showing with Seb, wasn't he? Laggy's in the pits, Williams in the pits, and also Sam's in the pits as well. We got a lot of stoppers in the background now, but we got a good old battle here as oh my goodness me! And you got no yellow flag in 1 and 2. What's going on in 1 and 2? Just taking a quick look. I think it's Nigel. Nigel's recovering from a problem now. I wonder if he has spun it in the S's then. So that's a shame. But anyway, back to this battle here then. We got 20 more laps to go here in around America. Fisher's got a 3-second penalty. That might give Jonathan the edge then in this incredible race so far then. And as we got no yellow flag in 1, and I think that Sam has had some issues. Oh my goodness, that's a Ferrari. roaring well off the track. That is laggy, and yeah, they're really struggling out there for grip. My goodness, and wow, that was a good spin, wasn't it? Back at this battle here, and Emerson is now pulled away then from Stringy, but he's in DRS zone. Oh, Fisher's in DRS zone of the leader, Echo's got a free penalty of the leader then, so that is going to get very interesting indeed then. We've also got a good battle here between Steve and the Gamer. There's all sorts going on here in America. Now Gamer's going to go defensive. Where is he? Oh my goodness! And where did Brandon come from? He came out of nowhere. And then Steve there is still got all his front wing then, but Brandon's just passed both of them. I've got to say, we had overtaken the season, but I think that Brandon might change my mind there. That was an incredible overtake there from Brandon. A bit getting a bit of his elbows out there, but wow, good overtaking maneuver there from Brandon. He is up into 10th position then. Steve has dropped down to 11th position, but he still has the edge at the moment, doesn't he, over Gamer. The gap is half a second at the front of the moment, and also Stringy is really gaining on Emerson. He has the bit between his teeth then, doesn't he, at this stage of the race. And here's the newly engaged Steve then, who is on the back straight and chasing down Gamer. And at the moment then he's going to run out straight. He is going to run out straight. Oh my goodness, he touches the back of Gunnar, and that wing is quite strong over in the Williams area. This is the battle for the lead then. This is Fisher then, who has been gaining. There's a car in front of us. He should ghost out of Jonathan's way then, but this is not what Jonathan wanted, was it? It's a lovely shot here of the Mercedes front wing then. And Jonathan there is now starting to struggle slightly, isn't he? And Fisher's now starting to come into his own. We're on board then with Fisher in the Mercedes, and he is going for win number 3 of his career in ALR. Yeah, the second half of the season here, of course, these two drivers, Jonathan and Fisher, have been the form drivers of the second season. And I think that Steve is just overtaking Gamer in the final corner there. Great overtaking maneuver there from Gamer. Is he going to have a look then going into turn 1? He is going to have a look. My goodness me, what a move there from Gamer, but Steve's going to come back at him. He is going to come back at him as he comes down the hill. We're on board and look left. There he is. Where is he? He's on the outside. There he is. He now goes up into 11th position there. Steve does. Great maneuver there from Steve. Great battling from Gamer as well. Doing a good job there, Gamer, with that damaged front wing. We've also, we got a very close thing. Good luck. Fisher's pushing Jonathan down the straight then, and at the moment then Jonathan still has the edge of the moment. And now Emerson is under pressure because Stringy's on the inside going into turn. Oh, he is through, and now Emerson is now going to switch back, and he is trying to switch from Stringy has the inside. He has the inside. And look, oh, there's a bit of bumping going on there. And Stringy is up into 6th position at the moment, and Emerson is down into 7th and a half then as they accelerate out of turn 17. My goodness me, Nigel's gone. Nigel has gone, and Gamer and Steve is not finished. And I think Nigel's gone in the first sector then, so Nigel unfortunately out of the race. Up until this, Nigel does have a very good Emerson's back through. Emerson is back through. I can't take my eyes off this battle. And also we got Fisher. Fisher has taken the lead. Fisher has taken the lead in the Austin Grand Prix. Brilliant manoeuvre there from Fisher. And he is now up into yellow flag in 2. Oh, Jonathan. Oh, my goodness me. Jonathan there went from a long way back. And he howled it, sir. Wow, howled. And wow, and but Fisher taking the lead. Jonathan wants to get back there as quickly as possible, doesn't he? Stringy and Emerson are still battling for 6th and 7th at the moment then, as we're only on lap 11. My goodness me, look, we got 2 cars in the foreground battling there as well. It's Sam and William there battling away. Look at that, look who's in the background. That's Granty and Murphy also battling away. We've also got Stringy, who Emerson got by as well. Nigel's left for session, he's out of the race, as which is a shame now. Gamer is really strong with the damaged wing, isn't he? But he should be coming in fairly soon. But he's doing a good job on those soft tires, isn't he? Here's Jonathan then, who is pushing Fisher through the technical part of the... Oh, and that's William there, who spun it in the Williams. He's having a horrible day. William is in the Williams there. Of course, when he first rocked up, he got pole position, didn't he, in Belgium? But unfortunately, since then, he's had a bit of a tough time in ALR. And Jonathan there is running wide there in the racing point. He is really struggling. I wonder if his tires are really starting to struggle for Jonathan then here in the racing point, because Fisher is now leading this race. Jonathan second, and where's Emerson and Stringy? Here they are, and they've been battling away, haven't they, all the way through. So it's Stringy going wide then, and coming into the final turn as well. I'm not sure, as William has retired from the session. That is the 4th retirement. We've lost Farf, Bowden, Nigel and William all retiring from this race then. And as Brandon's got another couple of penalties there, he's racking them up at the moment, Brandon, isn't he? Jonathan, we're on board then with the this is the battle for the lead. Where is Granty in the background? There he is. He is not too far away. And look, there's a Ferrari as well in 4th position then. Yellow flag in 1. Yellow flag in 1. That's where the leaders are. Just making sure that who is well, it's no one. So yeah, there's a yellow flag out there. I don't know why. So it comes down the back street. There's a Mercedes in front of us. I think it is. There's a Gamer is now coming to pits. He's put on the medium tire. So watch Gamer fly then. As now he's down. He's now got that wing repaired, and we'll see what he can do. He's only in 13th position, so he's still well within. Sam there is. Just saying, let's see what's going on in sector 1 and 2. There's lots of yellow flags out there for apparently no reason. Jonathan has now got the bit between his teeth again, so I'm wondering if he just had a bit of a scrappy couple of laps, because now he's back all over the gearbox of Fisher. This is what I want to see, the battle for the lead, and it's being absolutely fantastically fought at the moment. There's Fisher, there's Jonathan, they're flying through turn 18, 2.3 seconds back is Granty. Granty did get it under a second and a bit, and Jonathan is really pushing on. He is in the pits, so Jonathan is rolling the dice. He is the first one to come to pits then, so he is going for the undercut here. On board then with the Racing Point then, and now then let's see what he can do then. Fisher is leading this race, and Granty on second. Murphy coming in third position then. So then Racing Point guys, good work. He's going on the horror compound tire. There he is. He's in and out. Silence up in the 4th position. Where's Emerson? Emerson is now almost without a DRS. Well, String's out of DRS range of Emerson, but he's still hanging on in the moment. String, they're really putting up a good fight there in the battle for 6th and 7th position, and yellow flags are fluttering out there. Oh, now Sam there is off the track, and Sam is off the track. Remember Sam's has improved very well, hasn't he? He's driving with medium traction control now, isn't he? So it is very difficult, isn't it, to get that right? And that's Sam there facing the wrong way then. So of course his tires will be screaming now, won't they? As he's just trying to get the tire temperatures back cooled down as much as possible. We got Far saying can't race here, can't race online. He's not happy man, unfortunately, Farf isn't, and that's such a shame, isn't it, from Farf's point of view? Really is. So what a shame. Twang is in the pits now. He's going the hard tires in the race. So Twang's second race back with Racing Point hasn't gone to plan at the moment, does it? The yellow flag in sector 2. We've also got Nathan Hughes. Come on, Emerson, rock that. Yeah. So Nathan Evers really is cheering on Emerson at the moment. He's 5th at the moment, Emerson is, and he's having a difficult qualifying session, which has put him on the back foot for this race then. As it stands, and none leaders have come into the pit, so they haven't followed Jonathan. Jonathan is going for the undercut here, and it looks like no one else has following suit, as we're at half distance now then. Jonathan is on the hard tire then. I wonder if the guys are going to try and go into soft tires in the race, and this is all up in the air at the moment. As Jonathan, you see, look how much the fresh tires is helping. He is now within the DRS zone of a Stringy then, and a lovely shot here at the front wing then, as Stringy there is Jonathan's next target then, as he comes back from the field. And this is the close battle on track mode, because Granty is 4.3 seconds away from Fisher. Remember, those two are championship rivals in another league as well. And we've also got Murphy, who is in 3rd position. He's had a fantastic season. He's in 4th position. Of course, he is probably the man with the least amount of chance of winning the title, isn't he? He is 62 points back, I think, at the start of this race. I'm not going to do my quick maths now, but he's 62 points back at the moment. But he is, as long as he takes points out of Emerson, he should be alright, as Echo is through and past Brandon and up into 10th position then, as that gap closed really quickly, didn't it? So I wonder if Brandon made a mess somewhere, or kind of fell off the road, which is unfortunate. Jonathan there really needs to get boistering as quick as possible. This could be a potentially championship winning error from Jonathan's point of view. In terms of, he might have pitted too early, and now he's struggling in traffic. What about Brandon is gaining and gaining. He is alongside Echo. He is going to go for it down down the inside, but Echo is going to, no, he enters Brandon there, parks his car in the exact right direction, position I should say, and he is in 9th position. Echo does have the, Brandon does have the advantage of soft tires at the moment, but oh, Echo is back through, he is back through, and look at this, and it's now Brandon there, oh, it's, wow, good battle in here, then up, and good battle in here between these two, and William has left the session then, and he is in 9th position at the moment. And we've also got Stringy there. Oh, look at this! Stringy's now on the Jonathan's trying to go on the inside, but look at this! They push each other down the hill then, and they are very, very close, and they got to say there's action galore at the moment. I'm struggling to keep up with it. It's incredible, isn't it? Jonathan there getting a corner cut, I would presume, for that. We've also got Echo battling away with Brandon as well, going into turn 1 as it stands, his status quo then, and as they come down the hill then. Of course, we've seen Nigel going for a bit of a wild lunge, didn't we, earlier on down here, which I don't think worked out very well for him at all, did it? Anyway, back to this battle here. Look at this. Emerson has dropped in the clutches of Stringy again. Emerson has. Emerson's struggling for pace at this stage of the event here. I think he's struggled for pace for most of the race, hasn't he? Stringy doing a very good job there in 6th position, and you can see then, because he's got DRS, he is now pulling away from Jonathan at the moment. So Jonathan is starting to drop back, isn't he? This undercut is not working out as much as he planned. Even with DRS, it's just not helping him. Echo is now all over the back of Brandon. Brandon has gone defensive, and of course, but Echo is going to go. He's going to sneak on the inside. Oh, there's a bit of lag going on, but he is through. Laggy's got a 3-second penalty, and he's up into 9th position then. And wow, that would have definitely woke me up. My goodness me, as Brandon has dropped down into 10th position on the soft tires. Fisher is in the pits, and he's gone on the soft tires. Fisher has. My goodness me, is that good? Is that good? That's a proper roll in the dice. Then Fisher's coming down the pits now. Where is he? He is coming down the pits. Then I think that I'm only judging it. I think that he's going to be in front of Jonathan. He is going to be in front of Jonathan. No, he had. Where is it? There we go. Jonathan is in front, but he's on the hard compound tire, and there we are. And Jonathan's on a lunge again. Then as they go into turn 1. Well, Fisher's on the hard, and into the pit lane comes Brandon. So Fisher's on the hard compound tire, soft compound tires here. Then that is interesting as well. Now, what I'm wondering. Oh, as Jonathan's gone wide there, and look at this, he's lost all the momentum, and Fisher's going to have a look then as they come up the inside. As Sui has just commented and said that go on, Granty, he has taken the lead then, and here's the man that he's fighting the race lead with and the championship, the man in front of us, Jonathan, and they are stuck in traffic. This is an opportunity for Granty then. So if Granty pits now, he will come out behind these guys. Look, this and Fisher there, free, yellow flagging free. We'll worry about that in the mix. Side by side going down. Oh my goodness me! Stringy is also good, popping out far. The street, and look at this, and Sam's got a 5-second penalty for speed in the pits, and then Sam is out of the race as well, so he's had a miserable day. Sam has. Fisher, oh my god, it's Jonathan there. He's gone up the inside there, and that was a bit wild there from Jonathan, but somehow he's not damaged the front wing. Very well. Jonathan there is just trying to catch Fisher by surprise, and then Stringy's just in front of us as well then, so it's all going off. There's Everson there. Everson is just probably looking back and kind of hoping that, and Stringy there has let Emerson, let Fisher by then, and now then he sees, oh, and look, Jonathan's got to go on the inside then, and Fisher, and Jonathan's got a 3-second penalty. Into the pits comes Fisher then, into the pits comes Murphy, into the pits comes Granty Boy as well then, as they go up the hill, and up the hill then into turn 1. Jonathan's coming from a long way back, and oh my goodness me, Fisher is now 3 seconds in front, so Jonathan's gone the hard tire then, and everyone else has gone the soft end, so Jonathan might have an advantage later on this race then. Can the soft tires last for another 10 laps then? And also, as Jonathan there is getting a bit leery there, as we've also got Echo, who has got in front of Emerson as well. Emerson is down in 9th position then, as it stands at the moment then. Jonathan needs to get by Stringy as quickly as possible, doesn't he? Stringy's done 16 laps on the medium tyres, along with Chris, who spams R2, aka Silent Shifting. He will be changing his name back tomorrow. Stringy's gone very wide there. Now and then can Jonathan that gets get the acceleration, get the purchase out of the tyres, and he does. He's going to go alongside. Is he? Look at the background. That was a Ferrari and a Toro Rosso. And look at this, Jonathan there is trying to get through that. They're weaving backwards and forwards. Jonathan is through up into 3rd position and passes Stringy then. Stringy is down in 4th position. My goodness me, Jonathan's 3 seconds back now from Fisher, then he was battling for the lead, and he went for the undercut. Unfortunately, it didn't go to plan there. Echo is Emerson and Echo are battling for position down the back straight. Echo is just trying to run him out of rope, but Emerson should have the inside. He does have the inside. He is up into 8th position. Echo is dropped down into 9th position, and he's on the medium tire. So we're going to the end of the race then. Wow, and into the pits there comes Fisher, then into the pits there comes Silent Shifting as well, then. So those are the last two in the pit then, and Granty is closer to Jonathan after all that shook out, and that didn't really work out well for Jonathan, did it? Yeah, he was a wrong place of the track, really, wasn't it, for Jonathan's point of view. Echo's got a 3-second penalty there. Granty third, Murphy in 4th position. Exile is up in the 5th, but Exile needs to come in the pit. Where is Emerson going to come out? Emerson is out behind Silent. So the undercut almost worked out for Silent, but for Emerson, but Silent has a lap younger tyres, doesn't he? And he's out in front of Emerson, who's down 8th with Echo in 9th position, Stringy in 10th. Brandon is in Brandon's in 10th position at the moment. Steve is in 11th position then. And that is your race order at the moment. Emerson now has the tyres up to temperature, doesn't he? Once the Silent is just getting his up to temperature now. Well, I've got to say that was an interesting part of the race, wasn't it? We've got 10 laps to go then. So the soft tyres, how long can they last? Can they last to the end of the race? As we got a mixed bag at the moment. Exile should be coming. He's out of sync at the moment, but he should be coming in the pits fairly soon as well. I would say I missed that really. Yeah, the question is how long is those soft tyres going to last? And Jonathan has the slower compound tyre at the moment, but that might come back to help him because depending on the life of the soft tyre, which is basically what I've been. That was a long-winded way to say to say that the soft tyres will degrade quicker than the hard tyres. It's an interesting way. We've got a couple of ways to run this race, haven't we? Which is fantastic. Let's go through the full race order, shall we? And Granty is all over the back of Jonathan. He has gained an awful lot of time in the third sector there, and now Granty is all over the back of Jonathan, isn't he? So it's not worked out well, this gamble for Jonathan at all, and now he is under a lot of pressure there. Granty's gaining. Is he going to go on the inside? I thought he's going to send it there. Granty is at the moment in the box seats, isn't he? So as it stands in the championship at the moment, Emerson still will keep the lead, but will still keep the lead as it stands, but the gap is really narrowed down, hasn't it? Granted, doesn't want to be involved in anything doesn't want to be involved in anything silly, does he? But he also knows if he gets into second position, he will take the lead in the championship, and then potentially he could go on to Brazil and win it. At the moment, as it stands, he will not win it in Brazil if they stay as they are, and we'll have to go down into Abu Dhabi in a week's time. String's got a 3-second penalty. It also does warrant penalties as well. So, yeah, Emerson might need to think about getting a move on at the moment. Exile is still out there. Granty has got DRS, but is not using it. And unless he isn't using it. Look at this, Jonathan is trying to break the slipstream because Granty is going to go on the outside into turn. He is on the outside, and Jonathan's not giving him any room. But Granty is going to take second position. Oh my goodness me, they're bumping and grinding there. As of course these two met in Belgium, didn't they? And there's Jonathan there having a lunge there, but nothing doing that. Emerson is through. Emerson is up in the 6th position. Then this is vital for his championship prospect, isn't it? Here comes Silent Shifting then, and of course he won the race back in China, didn't he? What was that? All that long ago, and now he's just pushing him out of turn 18. And this is getting very tense stuff, isn't it? Every call is being monitored. Every call can potentially win or lose you, not only in this race, but on the thing that you've been working for since the beginning of the season. Exile is going to have much fresher soft tyres at the end of this race. He's gone very long into this race, and he is in the pits as well then. So Echo is also medium tyres. He's done lots of medium tyres. That might come back to help him later on in this race then, as we've got Silent, who's now all over the back, isn't he, of Emerson. Emerson is now up into 5th position. That is 10 points then. Granty is now gaining 8 points out of him. But again, as we said, there's a 13-point gap at the moment in the championship. So it's still Emerson is still leading this race, still leading the championship going into Brazil. And I've got to say, this is getting very tense, isn't it? Emerson would be hoping that Granty does not win that race in Brazil or get any major points. Of course, we've also got Silent, who I got to say has had a phenomenal drive today, hasn't he, on his return back, doing an incredible job. Silent is for the Toro Rosso team today, a very strong drive indeed, and he's becoming a real thorn in the side of Emerson. This is not really what Emerson needs at this stage. He would like to have a probably would like to have a nice quiet drive there. Stringy is now in front of Echo and move it up into 7th position. So 7th for Stringy, 8th is Echo. Exile will be on much faster tyres. Potentially get faster up, maybe get a point for faster up, don't you? And it's Gunners in the pits then, and Laggy's now in front of him as well. Twang is having a miserable race down in 13th position. Gamer in 12th position. Good to honest, it all went wrong really in qualifying for him, and it was a bit unfair for Gamer from then on. So Christian or Slyland has got a penalty for that. So keep an eye on Jonathan's tyres, because potentially this race might come back to him at the moment. Fisher at the moment is looking strong for his 3rd race win of the season and his 3rd race win of his career. There's Guna coming out on the oh my goodness me, that is a long way back from Silent now, and 3-second penalty there for Jonathan, and wow, when they're coming side by side, that is how inviting turn 1 is, isn't it, here in Austin. Now you could just sail it back from a long way back. Murphy is in DRS of Jonathan now, and this is not looking good at all for Jonathan. I wonder if he's put on the wrong tyres, as these soft tyres definitely an advantage at the moment, but how long will they be an advantage for? How long until the hard tyres come back in? Twang is all over the back of Gamer in the battle for 13th and 12th position, then as Silent there losing the risk breaking his missing his breaking point now. Here is Twang, and of course he's on a miserable race. Twang isn't he? In this race, it's all gone wrong for in the opening couple of laps, which is a shame there for Twang now in the racing point. I know, just flicking through to see what else is going on at the moment, and it's still this battle here. It's still this battle fighting on. Steve's got a 10-second penalty, so he has gone wild. He's gone. I'm not sure where he's gone then. So it might have gone to Nanya by the sounds of that penalty. Now Murphy is now in the wheel tracks of Jonathan as well. Jonathan might potentially be off the podium here, and of course every single position he loses is also he potentially. I'm thinking in terms of championship permutations today. I don't think, well, he could potentially be out of the championship, but I don't think he will at this moment in time. And there's Gunnar going very well. That Gunnar is just throwing a set of soft tyres and might be going for fast lap to steal someone's glory. Murphy's just gaining quite closely. This time, Science is a bit too far back. A bit too far back from there at a certain moment. Of course, Emerson would just like to just get to... He started 9th position, he's up to 5th. So... he's definitely, I think he should be fairly happy with this result, but I think he'd rather if Granty was behind him, really. I think that's the major thing, really, isn't it? As they come over the crest of the hill then, and they're going to drop down, then it's again sudden shifting. It's really pushing on his knee, and to try and oh, Steve is gone. Steve is out of the race, and that is a big blow for Steve. I think he's retired in the pits, hasn't he? He's had a miserable event here, hasn't he? Steve has. So he's retired from out of the race then. So yeah, it just hasn't been his day then. And look at this, then we've got a battle here. We've also got a battle between Emerson and I don't know where to look. And look at this. This is why we got a yellow flag in one. We got a yellow flag in one as well. As oh, it's got to go on the inside. No, not quite then. Not quite. As I think Gamer and Twang are still side by side then. And you can see in the background, Stringy is also getting involved as well. This is getting worse and worse for Emerson, the championship leader. And Laggy's been disqualified from the race then. So Laggy's been disqualified, which is a proper smack on the wrist there from Laggy. So I think that's a shame there for Laggy. We're down to 13 cars then. Gamer is just outside the points at the moment. Twang is also battling Gamer because potentially that become a point, and Gunner's still in this race as well then. And got yellow flags in a 3-on-1, which I think is just I think the Laggy's car there just parked on the outside then. So and oh my goodness me, and that was again a long way back. And again Emerson repelling the attack then. Oh my goodness me, how long could I know that's not Silent behind him, that's Gouda behind these guys here. And Twang is up into, oh, is he? I'm not sure if he is or not, because they're backing wheels, and Gamer still keeps that position there. Fantastic stuff from both these guys then. And of course this could turn into points if anything untoward happens with the top 10. And Gamer then is still got that. He's on a battling old day, Gamer is, isn't he, at the moment? and they're going into turn 11 now. Murphy is through. Murphy is through. No, yeah, look at Jonathan. Oh my goodness me, Jonathan there is braked a lot later, and he is still in third position, or just about. We've also got Silent on the outside of Emerson going down the back street. Emerson there parking his car in a beautiful spot, and Gamer and Twang are also battling away. Murphy is now through. Murphy is through and up into third position. Jonathan down to fourth position. Oh, look at this, and oh my goodness me, and Silent there just almost forced him off the track, and Jonathan's got a 3-second penalty. It's not going his way at all for the British Italian driver as they come down into turn 18, and Emerson is still battling away. They're battling tooth and nail. And Emerson almost lost it. Emerson's almost lost it, and that has allowed Silent shifting through, or has he? And they're again banging wheels, and oh my goodness me, and that's Goon in the background. Stringy is not too far away though, and look at this then, and there is Silent, and Silent is through. Is Emerson going to have a look? He is going to have a look. Oh my goodness me, he is having a look. He is back through. Wow, they are back through then, and Emerson is back up into 5th position. Twang and Gamer are still at it as well then, and Gamer's got the inside line. Gamer has the inside line. This is incredible racing up and down the field then. Oh my goodness me, Twang has come from a long way back. This last sector is fantastic, and somehow as like it's left a session, and Gamer is battling as hard as he dares. Fantastic. So we're on lap 24 already. We're on lap 24 already then. There are some grud matches that it's not going to be settled just yet, is it? As you can see there as they come down the back straight, then look, there in the background there is Echo as well. He's only 5 seconds away from this battle, and these guys have been battling to now. Not Stringy, sorry, it is Echo. No, then I don't know who it is. It's Silent. He's on the outside, but again, then Emerson there parking his car in a beautiful place. Oh my goodness! And then you can see them just weaving on the outside there. Incredible race here. And now then Silent there. Oh, he's going to go for the switch track. He has gone for the switch track. That's a good move there from Silent, but no, Emerson is back through again. What driving! What incredible driving from both these guys! It is absolutely spectacular driving from Emerson and from Silent. An incredible race so far. Murphy is now only 2 seconds behind Granty at the moment then as they come through the final corner. Emerson then is still in 5th position somehow. Look, Stringy is now almost within DRS as well, and I think Silent is going to set up the... Oh yeah, he's going to go on the outside this time. As I wonder if he was trying to goad Emerson to defend the inside a bit more. But now he's going to go on the outside again. But again, Emerson just parks the car in the best place he can as they fly through the curbs there. And there's Stringy in the background there as new F1 is gone. New F1 is gone. This is what... there's yellow flags all over the circuit then. And where has he gone? They're on board then as... so that is a... So Brandon is out of the race then, and that is a shame though for Brandon, and so he's not going to get any points. So this battle here has now become very relevant for the final point, and a yellow flag in 1 as well. As oh my goodness me, I'm trying to figure out. I think Brandon must. It looks like he's just parked, hasn't he, in the Renault? I think he has. What's going on in 1 then? I don't know. Anyway, enough about that, because look at this. As a Gamer is up to 10th, 11th position is Twang. Silent is now trying to get back through again. This is an incredible battle. Jonathan is now also returned to the rear end of Murphy as well, and of course only a second up is Granted. So can Jonathan? This is where the hard tires might come into effect then. As we got yellow flags there flying in sector 1 and 2. Just seeing what's going on. Well, nothing but the looks of out of the ordinary. Oh my goodness me! There is we're returning to this battle here, because Emerson. This is not only battling for 5th position. Emerson is battling for the 2 extra points in this race, which and he's got a 3-second penalty as well. This could potentially play havoc. Absolutely incredible racing then as they come up into turn 1 once again. Then. Oh, he's going to go on the inside. No, he's going to stay on the outside. Then there's Emerson there parking it in the middle. And now then, as they're coming down the hill again, and here they come. Look at it. They're all over the show here. And Gamer and Twang are also battling away as well. They're switching to for now. Gamer is not giving up that final point. He has done an incredible job there to keep Twang back. Really has. Fantastic racing. And where are they? There, look at this. There's a Twang there going on the inside. And now he should have prepared the purchase. But again, there, Gamer is still... Oh, he's going to go on the inside. inside. He's doing. Oh, that's where the stopper is. Oh no, Twang and the Gamer gone into each other. That's damage to the car for Twang. And the Twang there has damaged the end plate on the racing point. And Emerson, oh no, and that's a problem for Emerson. There's a problem there for Silent and Emerson, and that is a big blow there for Emerson. And now then, I don't know what happened there. We caught the end of it because we've had Twang who's come in the pits, and we've also had this these two here coming together, and that is not good there for Emerson's championship charge. And this potentially can't open the door for Murphy. Murphy's up in the second. Murphy is up in the second. Grant has dropped down the third. Murphy has taken second position, and Granty's had a problem as well. Oh my goodness me, what is going on in this race? Lap 27 out of 28. This is a crazy race. Oh my goodness, Emerson is down to 7th now. This is not what he wants now, because Jonathan then. Jonathan is going to send it up the inside. No, not at the moment then. But this is not good at all for him. Well, this is great news for Murphy, isn't it? But Granty is now in third position. Jonathan's got a lot of penalties, so he needs to make the move as quickly as possible. This is a major blow for Emerson. We're not sure what happened, but that has let Echo back up in 6th position. Stringy is now up into 5th position. So I don't know what happened there. It was getting a bit violent between these two, but my goodness, that is not what we expected to happen there. That is a big blow from Emerson's championship point of view. Jonathan is now all over the back of Granty, and these two clashed in Belgium, didn't they? But Jonathan is going. He needs to get through as quickly as possible. He is through. He is up the inside. He passes Granty. Granty's down to 4th. But remember, it's also about penalties as well. Jonathan needs to get on the tail as quickly as possible, because penalties again could hurt him like it did back in Mexico. Granty has got a lot of speed though, hasn't he, in that Renault? He's back through again. Jonathan then is dropped down into 4th position. And Murphy there is just 9/10 of a second away at the moment. And you can see there's a ghostly Twang in the background there. Twang there is having a bit of a miserable day today. And we've also still got Emerson, who is dropped down into 7th position. And this is helping the championship rivals, isn't it, in terms of their position. And so really, with Emerson at the moment so far down, it's going to bunch up the championship. But good with Murphy there on 18 points. Granty is on 15 points and 12 points for Jonathan. This is definitely really just going to be an incredible end to the championship, isn't it? Jonathan has got DRS, but he's not using it. Is there a problem with the DRS? And as we enter the final lap of this incredible, I want to go again. I want another 28 laps. This is incredible racing up and down the field. It's been absolutely stupendous racing. Incredible stuff, then. I'm going to say, I think that this race might be going on the... and Bowden has left the session then. As Bowden's done well. So it's commendable to keep for him to stay in the session for so long. Well done to Bowden. I got to say, there's been a lot of action. It's been hard to keep up. I must admit, I've missed a lot of it. So there might be a lot of incidents that might need to be reviewed after this race. I'm wondering about the incident between Emerson and Emerson in a silent. That might be an interesting one. Of course, we can't call it because we completely missed it. We just seen both of them at a standstill at turn 11. Jonathan again, he ain't using DRS. Jonathan is, and that's it. I'm not sure if there's a problem with DRS or if it's just the graphic. No, he ain't using DRS, so he's going to do it the old-fashioned way. Is he going to send it up the inside? No, because Granty covers off the inside then as well. And now as Exile is got in front of Silent, and Emerson is gone, and Jonathan's through. Jonathan is through, and there's also another racing point now trying to get through. And look at this. Where is he? And and there's Twang there coming through as well. Fisher is now in the second to last corner. He's in the final corner. This is going to be his 3rd race win of ALR, and he comes around the final corner and he wins the American Grand Prix, the United States Grand Prix. Brilliant stuff. Coming through in 2nd position is Dan Murphy then. So Dan is about to finish in a 2nd position. Jonathan is going to be 4th position because Granty is in 3rd position then. Oh my goodness me, Jonathan 4th and having a difficult day, but I think he'll be happy with 4th position. Stringy is in 5th position with Echo in at 6th position. String coming through, and Echo on his debut having a great 6th position there. Brilliant stuff from Echo. And look at this, Emerson is barreling away. Emerson keeps 7th position just away from Exile. Wow, as it was a drag race to the line there. Silent finishes 9th in the end, and Gamer is going to finish in 10th then, as everyone else has been lapped. Gunnar has been lapped, and Gamer is going to have a well-deserved 10th position, I think, after the trials and tribulations of all that then. Incredible racing up and down the field. Fisher winning his 3rd race of ALR in brilliant, fantastic style as well. It was an incredible race, absolutely fantastic race. I don't know what happened there. It all just kicked off. didn't it? And Jonathan said he is not happy. I'm wondering if it's to do with him coming back through the field after his pit stop. I think Emerson will not be happy either, because he has been because I'm not sure what happened with Emerson either. There's going to be an awful lot to be spoken about as well. Trying saying, I thought I'd give you guys a nice watch with Gamer. It's laggy, 1,000 a second, but it's free because of the penalty. Wow. And Emerson XR, incredible stuff, it really was. Good racing, everyone from Echo. I have my reasons, plus my DRS failed. We thought the DRS failed on the last couple of laps as well. Yeah, Jonathan does have reasons. I might think it's probably to do with the traffic, possibly. But Fisher, with his third race win of his career, and wow, I think that it wasn't as easy as the one he won in Singapore, but blimey, that was well deserved, wasn't it? His pace was great. Murphy having a late charge as well in second position. Granty is in third position. This is great stuff. He is close up the gap then to Emerson, twofold, hasn't he? Of course, we're keeping on the drivers and the constructors title, which we posted Travis race. Look at all those penalties. For Fisher from pole position to checkered flag. It wasn't that easy though, was it? Murphy, incredible drive to second. Granty in third position. Jonathan, disappointed fourth fence. Stringy from 12th to 5th. Great drive. Echo on his debut in 6th position. Emerson, what could have been in 7th position. Him and Silent on the incredible battle. Exile in 8th position. 9th position is Silent. Gamer in 10th position yet. Twang in 11th. 12th position was Gooner. Retirements, New F1, Steve, Sam, William, Nigel, Bowden, Farf and Laggy all retired from the United States Grand Prix in ALR. Fantastic stuff. Oh my goodness me, we've got as Fisher's asked, is there going to be interviews? There will be. Just jump in. I think the nose is going to be thrown out the interviews in just a few moments, so as we just wait for the drivers to come in as well, let's just catch up on the incredible comment, shall we? Twang saying it doesn't really matter with 1 point anyway. Echo's also asked for interviews as well. It's usually the top 3, my good man, but and also we had a great battle, sweating like crazy from Silence as well. Sorry to Emerson, so that's going to be interesting to see. It looks like Silence might be taking a bit of the blame there, but we didn't catch it on the stream there. But yeah, that's a big blow, isn't it, for the championship leader? My goodness me. Who have we got in the party?
Me.
Oh. How's it going?
Alright, mate, a bit of a struggle.
I was going to say, on paper, that looked like a boring race for you, third to third, but it was anything but. What an incredible battle it was then. And I tell you what, it was getting a bit feisty at the end there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, mate. Yeah, I was quite surprised Jonathan was still going for it, to be honest, because I knew how many penalties he had, and I was just thinking, don't give me damage, because I don't know. I mean, fair enough going for it and stuff if it was on the same penalties, but he had quite a few, so I knew I was going to get P3 anyway, so that's why I thought I'll let him have it.
And I got to say that Emerson's had a pretty poor day today, so from a championship point of view, and with Emerson missing next week, from a championship point of view, this is looking very good from your point of view now, isn't it?
Yeah, looking very promising. I'm very strong in Brazil as well, so going to be looking forward to that and try and get maximum points out of that as well.
Incredible stuff, Ben. I got it was incredible actually how you kept your head there, and whilst everyone else seemed to be losing theirs. I'm not really sure if you knew what happened behind you, but my goodness me, it was absolutely chaotic. Yeah, so absolutely fantastic stuff, Granty, brilliant stuff. What's the highlight of your race?
Well, I tried sort of staying with Fisher and Jonathan, but I know Fisher had pace, and Jonathan's pole lap just sort of gave the example he had pace as well, and it was just a real struggle. I was trying to just sort of do it on lap 1, and then my DRS broke, so it just all went sort of not the right way for me today, but I will obviously got to take P3. It was a very hard, difficult race today, so yeah.
Absolutely cracking stuff, and I got to say, it's looking very good for you in the championship standings now. Well done, Granty. Brilliant race as always, and I think your fans loved it as well.
Oh, excellent.
We also could we invite Fisher back into the party if it's all right, from of course from the man with the brains behind it all. We've got Murphy, who is second. I got to say, Dan, it looked pretty good from your point of view today. How was it for you?
pretty boring, if I'm honest.
Oh, okay.
Seeing that Renault rear wing for 75, 80% of the race, it's pretty boring.
It looks like you kept your tyres in good nick though towards the end, because it looks like you stole it from Granty with just a couple of laps to go. Then was it all about tyre management today then?
Yeah, I didn't really expect to catch him. I mean, Jonathan went on the hards, I was on the soft. I thought I'd catch him, but I didn't expect to catch Granty, and then went cheers as me, and I cheered. And then I seen the delta times between me and Granty come down, and I thought, well, I could get second here, and I did.
Absolutely cracking stuff as well. I haven't done my maths yet, but you are still an outsider for the title. But Emerson had some awful luck today, by the looks, and you getting 18 points. I think you're still in the title fight, but realistically, do you think it's gone?
Well, no, I told Alex last week that I'll sort Emerson out, and I did this week. So do it again in Brazil, and we'll do it again in Abu Dhabi.
I don't think Emerson's here for Brazil, is he? So he's on the back foot now, good and proper, which is a shame really, because we'd love to see it go right. We'd love to see Emerson here for all the races to come, and all you guys as well. And we're hoping that we get Fisher in as well in a minute. He seems to be coming in and out. Can't hear it. He's saying he can't hear me and Granty for some reason unless I have the stream on. No, okay.
Fair enough.
Oh, well, that's a shame really, because I wanted to speak to Fisher, because that was his third race win of the season, an absolutely fantastic race win as well from Fisher. Had a cracking pole position and a cracking race win. Well, I was hoping to, but before we go there, let's talk about qualified. Actually, Granty, I got to say you was a whisker away from getting that pole position at 500 of a second. How good was that lap?
The lap felt fantastic, mate. It was literally like the last turn, I just went slightly wide, and I think that's where I just lost that time. As I said, I had purple sector 2, but then obviously everybody else was pulling in faster laps, so I didn't know if that would have been the fastest sector. But still, though, I mean, the top 3 of the qualifying of pole was just immense. Absolutely incredible.
Brilliant stuff, and we could potentially talk to one of these two men could be the champion-elect for season 2. So unfortunately today we have also lost Farf, who is now no longer within a shout of winning the title, which is a big shame, that is. I think we are still down to 4 drivers though going into the last 2 rounds. That is incredible stuff, isn't it? Keep an eye out on Facebook and other social media platforms of where we like to dish the dirt out. We will be back in a week's time in Brazil. That is going to be a lottery, isn't it? If you remember the Brazilian Grand Prix of well, even this year as well, it was incredible, wasn't it? So anything can happen in Brazil. Granty does sound very strong on that track. Don't count out Murphy, don't count out Jonathan, who would also be in action as well. Unfortunately, Emerson won't be next week, so he needed to limit the damage today, but unfortunately I think that it didn't go his way. But join us in a week's time in Brazil, where we'll be going at it one more time. Goodbye.